Hello, hello, hello. We'll be starting up in just a second here. And I know it hasn't even been 10 minutes of the starting screen yet. I'm usually slower. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, chat? Good to see ya. Happy Thursday. Music be gone. Other music. Oh no, I gotta turn on music, otherwise you'll be able to hear the sick in my voice. Other music. Arrive. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. For some reason you thought today was traded for Monday? Welcome, welcome. You thought it was Monday today, Matreus? I mean, I guess congratulations. I think, depending on how your work schedule is and such. Aegon, welcome, welcome. You were the first person in here today. Good to see ya. Before even Stream Elements said I was live. Jose, thank you for the lurk. Welcome. Azaril Dude, hello. How you doing? Followed by Aegon, followed by Matreus, all doing the the accent F, which I really feel like should have a different name than accent F, because everybody uses it as just like the salute, the hello, and not so much like how the Metal Gear Solid salute was used as an F when people died in games. Mark says, hey there, hope Umbrella isn't testing a new virus on you. Hopefully not. No, you mean you thought you traded this stream for Monday? Oh, gotcha. Last week I talked about trading Tuesday for Monday. Because my work told me I had to come in on Tuesday. They were like, hey, we need you in for this release that we're doing on Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST. And I was like, okay, great. I'm gonna have to reschedule my stream for Monday. So I made Monday plans. And then my work was like, oh, you know that thing that we needed to do on Tuesday? Well, we can't. Because something bad happened and we need to postpone it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess the Tuesday that I had to cancel, that I also had plans for, is back, and now I can keep those plans. So we had a bonus day this week. Which allowed us to have 2 collaborations. We got to play with Jose and Muttmelon on Monday, which is the new plans I had made, and we got to play with Say on Tuesday. But yep, 4-day week instead of 3. Now, one of these coming weeks, I'm sure my work is going to come back and say, hey, you know that postpone that we did? It's here now. And hopefully they don't choose a Tuesday or a Thursday. But based on history, they seem to like those days. So we may have to move it again at some point. Eglin says, I have family and friends staying over and one of them just got COVID, so that's fun. Ooh. I'm sick, but it's not COVID. At least I'd be pretty surprised. I unfortunately had COVID already. I avoided it for over 2 years, but I think one of my family members brought it home from a casino they went out to. I've basically been a recluse, just staying at home. But right now, I think I have the flu. Yay! It's got a lot of... I haven't gone and got it diagnosed, but I got a lot of the traditional flu symptoms, and I've had the flu before, and this feels like the flu again. And it's flu season, and other people around me have been getting the flu, so pretty sure I have the flu. Fun. Which meant that I called out of work on Tuesday because I was too sick. And then on Wednesday, I actually worked about 12 hours because I had insomnia from being sick. I couldn't sleep well. So I started working during the AM hours, and then I worked into the normal day and just ended up staying there for like the full 8 after the ones I did at night. And sometimes working like distracts me from being sick. I don't know if anybody else has that. But today I'm kind of paying the price for having worked 12 hours yesterday while having the flu. My body and brain are burnt out, man. But I still wanted to stream. I enjoy this time. Even though right now I am burning up. I don't know if it's the temperature outside or if it's just me. But man, it's hot in my room. You got it summer holidays last year after avoiding it the entire time. Yeah, so many people did a good job at avoiding it for so long, and then they got it. Jose was the same way. Me and Jose had similar stories. In fact, we were so careful about it. We hid away. We didn't go anywhere without a mask. We avoided contact as much as possible. I mean, heck, me even more so because I can work remotely. So I was doing all my work at home, and I still got it. It just goes to show you. Even after all that time goes by and people are like, nah, it's pretty much gone. Even doing everything you can to avoid it, you can still catch it. People just really, really want it to be gone, so they're trying to manifest that or ignore it. But it's still around. For the most part, though, it's a little less impactful, as long as you've been inoculated to some degree. Welcome everybody. The plan for this stream is not to talk about being sick the whole time or about inoculations or COVID. The plan is to play some Resident Evil 4. And I'm probably not going to talk for quite as long as I normally do at the beginning of these things. You know, normally, and this is in the plan, this isn't just my mouth running, although sometimes it is. Normally we talk for an hour to 2 hours before I start the gaming, and I like that. Gives me a chance to catch up with you guys. Gives me a chance to keep you up with where my brain is at on things and the random thoughts that I've been having and anecdotes that I want to share. And to hear yours, and then discuss yours. And half the time the conversations we have stem from something that somebody in chat said. And that's exactly what I like about streaming. I like the back and forth. It's always why I said that, like, as much as I want to grow as a streamer, and I am trying to grow, and it seems to be working, I'm worried about getting too big one day. And I know it's like, ooh, big problem to have. You're too big as a streamer. But at the same time, if I ever get to the point, nice problem to have, where my chat is flying by, I'm gonna have to come up with some creative ways to engage on a little bit more of a personal level, because that's my favorite part about Twitch. I follow some big streamers, but I can't say I really like hang around in the chat and engage with people nearly as much on those, because people can't talk anymore. They can't recognize each other anymore. It's just zipping by. Aegon says, I'm gonna play in a D&D one-shot next weekend as a Greek god / goddess, but I don't know which one yet. When you say you don't know which one, you don't know whether you're gonna do god or goddess, or you don't know the specific god or goddess that you're going to play. I assume it's the second one. You're probably not coming up with an OC Greek god. People don't normally do that, but I mean, technically God of War did that, right? Kratos wasn't a Greek god. They certainly made him into one. I still gotta play that. Some of the games that I was sitting on, waiting to play until I got my live 2D 2.0 model, include Elden Ring, which I think we're gonna be playing soon, probably after Resident Evil 4. But also God of War Ragnarok. I played the first one, but I didn't play it on stream. And I'm thinking I might want to play through the first one again. Like, maybe not be super thorough in the first one, because that can make the time stretch out quite a bit, and I have played it before. But play the first one, experience it, have everybody see my reactions to stuff in that, because it's been a long time. And quite frankly, I didn't see everything. And then move from there onto God of War Ragnarok, which I have not seen anything for because I have avoided spoilers. The only thing I've heard about that game is that the NPCs backseat you a lot. Hey Froggy, how's it going? Good to see you. I am so very tired and I am fairly sick. So I think that's where I was going when I said I'm not going to talk for as long as we usually do this time, because I don't know if this stream is going to be able to be a full-length stream. In fact, I might actually down a couple of painkillers here. I sound a little pathetic tonight, but I might down a couple of painkillers before we start playing, because I got a headache creeping on as well, and I'm burning up right now. But I want to play, and I want to talk to you guys a bit. Pathetic kitty, hey. I just can't guarantee that it's going to be a full 3-4 hour long stream. So I don't want to talk too long before we actually get into the game. Thank you for the head pats. That way we can actually experience some of the game, and I don't talk for 2 hours and then say, hey, you know what guys, I'm not feeling well, I gotta leave. Mark says, I sure hope God of War Ragnarok isn't directed by Taika Waititi. I certainly hope not. Taika Waititi, no offense to anybody who likes the guy, biggest stain on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion. Although I gotta say, Marvel is slow right now. Marvel has got to pick up its pace. And, you know, I'm bringing up Marvel here, or perhaps my brother kind of brought up Marvel. No spoilers for any of the newer movies. My brother's further behind than I am. I haven't seen Quantumania yet, so please no. But Marvel has been very slow, and I'm a big fan of the movies, and I look beyond just what the current movie has in it, because I've been following the canon and the continuity of those movies since the beginning, and I know they always have something planned. It's always a build up to things. This previous phase, and they're building into the new phase, and even all their Disney Plus shows and everything, every single one of them seems to be, hey, this is building to something, but not really cashing out too much on their own story. It's not to say I didn't enjoy them, but spoiler free, I will say that at this point, with time to reflect on every movie that I've seen and of Marvel this phase, the only two that I legitimately liked, that legitimately felt like good Marvel movies, were Wakanda Forever and Spider-Man 3. Which is sad given some of the other candidates in there, but that's not to say I disliked or hated the other ones. I did not like Love and Thunder, because Taika Waititi should not be writing Marvel. It was even worse than the last one that he did. But even things like the Doctor Strange movie didn't really sit too well with me, and the more I've thought about it over time, the more it didn't really make sense. I'm glad you think that's a weird thing to say, but I'm glad you think he's a tool, Matreus. Always a little bit nice to get that particular thing vindicated. There's a lot of Taika Waititi fans out there. Quantumania started Phase 5, so I've heard. I have not seen Quantumania yet, though. So no spoilers. What was the last thing before this phase started? Spider-Man 2. Though the last, what should have been the last thing before this phase started was Endgame, because that seems like where it should have ended, but they wanted to count Spider-Man 2 as part of the last phase. So it was Endgame, and then Spider-Man 2 came out. And that was the previous phase. This phase has been floundering a lot. And like I said, I've enjoyed the content, it's just not living up to Marvel. And it's not delivering on the things that it's building to yet. And we've got a lot of things being built to, like this is the thing. They have accumulated quite a debt of stuff that they're building to. So if they suddenly bring it all together, it could be great. We could suddenly see the one that everybody's like, this retroactively fixes the entire last phase, or like, this is the payoff we needed, and I'm sure they're probably on their way there. I doubt right after Endgame they completely lost their way. I'm sure they're still planning on something. But Disney also had like a CEO switch, and they went through some problems in there, so they just need to get to it. Because if somebody like me, who is a diehard MCU fan and fan of the Marvel comics and fan of the Marvel games and the characters and all that, is starting to be like, move it on, get to the point, then the average more casual watchers who don't stop to see every movie and don't stop to think about every implication of the context and continuity, and who perhaps don't even remember every detail of the movies that they watched within this phase, are really going to lose interest. And ultimately, Marvel is owned by Disney. And if the movies stop making money, they don't care about how many years have been behind the movies, or how much continuity there is, or how many unwrapped up stories, or promises they've made in the movies. If they stop making the same kind of value, Disney will cut them. They do that. So as a Marvel fan, I want Marvel to pick it up. entice the general audience with something exciting, and get everybody back into it like they were as Thanos got developed and all that stuff. Mark says, yeah, I get what you mean. It's important for Marvel to have good standalone stories leading into their events. You can't build a good mansion out of nothing but hallways. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Here, I'm gonna take some Advil liquid gels here while we talk. How about not connecting everything to one story? See, that's another good way of putting it. I really like how interconnected the MCU is, and that's one of the greatest things going for it. And it kind of matches the comics in that the comics for a long time now have had overarching plot lines that have, crossed over between different people's comics and different timelines of the comics and different phases of the comics. So that kind of story should be in place, and it's one of the things that makes Marvel succeed. However, lately they have been lacking the other element, which is have the self-contained stories, or have the stories that are perhaps serialized over 2 iterations of movies, or like 2 movies in general, whether they're the same character or not, or something like that. You gotta have stories that wrap up a little sooner. The overarching plot can't be the only thing that's really drawing people in. And sure, every single one of these movies has had its own plot, but the plots haven't always even felt like they wrapped up, or felt very significant. A lot of them felt like they were just there to introduce people and concepts, etc. Heck, I hate to say this. It almost makes me want to throw up to say this. But heck, the trailers for the new Flash movie that they're making look far more exciting to me than a lot of what's been coming out from Marvel lately. Thank you for the Demote Me Daddy, Azrael dude. And there's multiple levels to why I said I want to throw up by saying it, because I don't have anything against DC. I actually really like DC characters. I love the DC animated universe. I'm not just like, oh, I'm Marvel, so I hate DC. But the DC extended universe, or like the cinematic DC universe, has been awful. The live actions have been awful. This new Flash movie actually looks really good, but its context is placed in the middle of a dumpster fire, which is the DC universe, and they never know. Thank you for the applause, Ezreal dude. I'm not sure what for, but thank you. They never really know what they're doing with their things. They don't know if they're bringing an actor back. Like, I heard Henry Cavill is not returning as Superman anymore, etc. The second reason I hate to say it is because Flash's actor, to put it lightly, is a dick. He's had numerous felony charges brought against him. A lot of them haven't been convicted, sure. But then he's had numerous things that he's straight up just done that were not felonies per se, but threatening people, beating people that he's been with, numerous occasions of beating women, being a cult leader, kidnapper, burglar, a cult leader extraordinaire. You're right. Yeah, there you go, Matreus, you know. So the fact that like the best thing coming out of DC that even is starting to outshine some of the Marvel trailers is the Ezra Miller movie, that he still gets in the middle of all of this, is baffling to me. And I'm being a little bit more candid than maybe I sometimes am. It's not that I'm never fake on the streams, but sometimes I hold back opinions that I know will unnecessarily divide, because there's no important reason for me to be shitting on the DC movies and hyping up the Marvel movies, although I suppose I shitted on the Marvel movies a little bit too. But I don't know. It's just they're piling things up. And I think being a little sick today, my brain is a little less filtered. For example, I'm saying that I'm shitting on things, which is also not terminology I normally use on stream. I try not to cause random fights because I have no problem if anybody in here is a big DC movie fan and you hate Marvel. That's fine. You are perfectly allowed to do that. I get it. They cater to different people. Just because I'm not the audience doesn't mean you're not. But I'm speaking my truth right now. Your hair has a beef against Hawaiians because of a Jason Momoa line that he had to deliver. Really? Let me scroll back up. Jose said something, and I don't want to miss a joke. I was just in the middle of a rant. Oh, a few people said things. All right. I think I read Mark's. Yes, I did. Matreya says, my friend told me she wanted me to see No Way Home, but she gave me a huge list of things to watch before that. I said, heck no. Well, yeah, and that's another one of the problems is it's hard for Marvel to bring in new audiences right now because they're so connected that every single movie believes that you have had a huge backlist of other information that you've already watched over the years, so bringing in somebody new is tricky. Froggy was brought in relatively new, like within this last year to Marvel, but the amount of dedication it took to catch up was big. Jose says the movies are like cheaply made castles right now, or tight pants, no ballroom. All right, I'm glad I went back for it. Is that why you applauded Azrael, dude? Was it Jose's no ballroom, or was it me speaking my truth? Now I'll catch back up to where we were. We read the Ezra Miller stuff. Froggy said what the Flash did all that? Yes. And they're still platforming him in a major movie. And not only is he playing the main character, he's playing the two main characters. I saw him twice in that trailer. It's really weird. Ezra D says, I hear as beef. Oh, I read that one. Okay. Mark says, DC's planning to reboot their DC movies entirely under James Gunn's management, so none of the Snyderverse garbage is going to matter going forward anyway. I heard that, but yet they're still producing it, and I've heard like more plans for what they're producing. They were talking recently about doing another one, like a second Aquaman movie. And I'm like, I thought, like, because I heard James Gunn was taking over. And honestly, James Gunn taking over is probably their best bet right now. He makes pretty good movies. He's not as flawless, as in my opinion, as some people think. Not a big fan of the Suicide Squad. I think he had a part to play in that, but excuse me, my brain has to catch up to my mouth here for a second. Once again, I got the flu, I think. I'm a little laggy today. Anyway, I think that's probably a good move for them, but they need to like legitimately reboot. They can't do like New 52 did and say, hey, we're restarting everything. Except, well, Batman, it was so popular, we're not quite restarting Batman, but also we want to change people's backstories. But also we don't want to remove any of the stories that already exist. But also we kind of want to retell it completely from scratch in a more gritty way. And then they had like 5 Robin backstories, and they didn't even have their writers checking with each other to see that they were contradicting each other. It was like 5 Robin backstories written into like just the beginning couple of months of New 52. And they had to try and like smooth that out with some of the Court of Owl stuff, but they never quite fixed it. They also had 2 different Superman backstories, and he's like their star character, except maybe Batman. It's because when I said DC sucks. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I'm glad you agree with me, Azrael, dude. The applause for that. Atreus says, what made me laugh is when the WB said it's okay, he hasn't done anything bad in 2 months, he's reformed. What an effing joke. Right. What they really meant to say is, guys, we've already shot a lot of these scenes and paid him for them, and we also like to do things that other people don't like because we think it's edgy, and we try to build ourselves off being edgy, so we're still gonna make the movie with him. They literally restart the DC universe every 2 months. I don't know what the heck the Batman was. Are they gonna decide now that the Batman, like, because they were kind of like, oh, the Batman is a separate thing, but then they're like, ooh, it was so popular, we gotta make spin-offs of that, and they're making spin-offs of it, including like a Penguin show, which seems a little bit weird. But are they now gonna retroactively decide, like when they do the James Gunn stuff, are they gonna be like, actually, you know what, the Batman movie is part of the canon of these ones. It's also a shame because they're bringing, God, what's his name? Darn sickness is making it so hard for me to talk about anything. The Batman who also played the Vulture, Michael Keaton, right? I almost said Michael Caine. That would be close. He was in Batman stuff. Michael Keaton. I believe I'm getting that name right. They're bringing him into the Flash movie because they're doing like a weird multiverse thing. So they're like, hey, they went back to the Michael Keaton Batman universe. And then there's like this scene that looks like it was probably from the Dark Knight universe because they have that, the Tumblr. Actually, the Tumblr was the Batmobile version. They got like the motorcycle thing that comes out of the Tumblr in it. Then The Rock just said, I want to fight Superman. Have they? Oh, they have put The Rock into DC already. He was in, he was what, Black Adam, I think? I haven't seen anything about that. Atreus says, who honestly they should have made a movie for instead, but in Batman Beyond, I cannot stress that enough. For real, you know, a lot of people were negative about Batman Beyond for a very long time, and I'm glad that the fan base eventually turned around on that. Batman Beyond was not popular with a lot of people. They didn't like the direction it took it, and then DC was like, all right, Batman Beyond is not canon. We're not counting that. Later, it started being very popular again, and people liked it retrospectively, or retroactively, rather. Come on, brain. And DC was like, okay, never mind, it is canon. That is now the accepted canon for the animated universe. And it has some, like, fantastic content in it. And, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to remember his name because of the state that my brain is in, but the guy who does, Kevin Conroy is, like, definitive Batman voice, to me at least. Literally, he said as Black Man, Black Adam, he just wants to fight Superman. I didn't know. I haven't seen any of that. But I guess that's the extent to which the decision making needs to be made in DC. As I said, I enjoyed Batman Beyond, Justice League, etc., but their live action was terrible. Yeah, the animated shows rocked. I still like to go back and watch those sometimes. If you don't know, I'll whisper you. Yeah, feel free. Kevin Conroy passed away, I know. Really sad. I mean, this is just a personal thing, timing-wise. There was a day that I was like, hey, well, Kevin Conroy was on, what do they call it? That website that you can get actors to say things for you. Cameo, there it is. My brain has got like a 20-second loading time. This keeps happening. I'm like, I don't know the thing anymore. And then after like 20 seconds, I'm like, there it is. It was on its way. Just slow, not Fiverr. Kevin Conroy was on Cameo, and I saw it, and the price wasn't unreasonable. And I was like, oh, I have to commission Kevin Conroy to say something for me. But then I had something else. I was like, all right, I'm going to do this other thing first, and then I'll come back and commission Kevin Conroy, because I needed the money for a few things. And the commission for Kevin Conroy wasn't something that seemed time sensitive. I was like, this other thing was for my channel, so I didn't commission Kevin Conroy, and then like a month later he passed away. Sad. Yeah, Kevin Conroy commission. I wish. Missed opportunity. It's a great voice actor. Mark says agreed, Batman Beyond is far better than DC stuff and anything Frank Goddamn Batman Miller ever made. A lot of people... The strange thing is, maybe it's not that strange given the audience that DC's trying to cater to lately, but people, as much as Batman's popular, people don't seem to get Batman. They don't seem to understand him. Like, we almost never see the Batman detective side anymore, and he's supposed to be world's greatest detective. Not just guy who goes in and breaks everybody's bones in every single fight and then says that he doesn't kill. And I saw this thing the other day. Let me know if the music is too loud. It's a bit loud in my ears, which is probably why I sound like I'm shouting. I saw this thing the other day where somebody posted this image from an older comic. And they were saying this is such a BS to Wonder Woman, and Batman is OP and he can't just get past people's powers. Because they had this set of comic panels where Wonder Woman says that they should all share their identities, and people don't really want to necessarily, but she brings out the lasso of truth and says this is all about trust, and so she says she's Diana, whatever, I don't remember if she has a last name, while holding the lasso of truth, and Superman grabs it and he says Clark Kent. And then Batman grabs it and he says Batman. And everybody was just like pissed about this. And they were like, Batman is too OP. He can't just go past the god's power just to say Batman because he doesn't want his identity out there. This is the lasso of truth. But it just shines to me. Like, that was actually a clever moment. But it just shines a light on how nobody understands that character. Does anybody see the way that Batman behaves when he's in Bruce Wayne form, and they think that that's not the act? He literally lives his day-to-day most of the time as Batman, and occasionally does like a Bruce Wayne thing, and he's so fake when he's Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is the disguise. And that was what that whole scene was about, but nobody got it. They even... Hey Spray, by the way, and hey Manny. Sorry, I'm on a whole tangent. I am noticing you. I just realizing, because my brain has like a 20-30 second lag due to the flu, I'm realizing shortly after in the middle of what I was saying that I didn't say hi. But yeah, Bruce Wayne, like you said, Jose, he died when he was a kid. Batman, very good character, but people don't understand him. And friggin' Batman Beyond understood him. Now, I don't remember the whole context because it's been a long time, but this stood out to me when I was a kid. There was this thing, was it? I don't think it was related to that guy who could go inside people's minds, Doctor something. I don't know, it's been such a long time, I'm sorry. The context that I do remember is that they had defeated a villain who was messing with minds, trying to make Bruce think that he was hearing voices from his head, etc. At the end of the episode, what's his name? The young Batman at that Terry McGinnis. There we go. Thank you, laggy brain. Terry McGinnis goes to Bruce and he says, how do you know? I mean, like, how did you know that you weren't going crazy, that these voices weren't from your head? And yeah, yeah, exactly. He said, I knew I wasn't crazy. And Terry was like, how? How did you know these weren't coming from your head? And Bruce gives a couple of reasons, but the compelling one that I remember is he said, and he kept saying my name. He kept calling me Bruce. And he was like, and in my head, that's not what I call myself. And Terry's like, wait, what do you call yourself then? And Bruce just gives him a good long stare. And Terry's like, oh yeah, of course you would. But that's me now, I'm Batman. And I don't remember how Bruce responded after that, but I've butchered the scene due to lack of remembering, but those who watched it know, and it's just like evidence that the show itself got Batman. Just like the animated series did. He just smiled and walked off. Yeah, it's like Bruce hadn't been Batman for a long... Or Bruce hadn't been Bruce. He's just been Batman for a very long time. And every single time that they try to make any Batman movie, they don't get that. Like, even The Dark Knight, which The Dark Knight, I agree with the masses. I actually think The Dark Knight was a fantastic movie. I watched The Batman recently. The Batman's okay too. But The Dark Knight wasn't fantastic because of Batman. And the Batman movie wasn't really that entertaining because of Batman either. Like a little bit. But they're not getting Batman. They just have this guy who goes in and cripples everybody that he fights. And then virtue signals oddly against what he'd normally be about. And I hate to even say the word virtue signal because that's language of the some of the jerks out there. But it's like, it's weird not to call it that when he's combining that with breaking every single bone in everybody's body over the smallest thing. Now let me catch up a little bit. I'm once again ignoring what you guys said. Bruce Wayne's Batman cosplay, exactly. I hope Spray was around long enough to hear me say hi. I did. Bruce Wayne's Batman's cosplay. Bruce Wayne died when he was a kid. Okay, I read that one. We were talking about the episode. Mark said, yeah, I never heard of that before, but that's actually really clever writing. It's not even Batman overpowering the lasso. He just isn't compelled to reveal his fake identity. Exactly. It's like the lasso made him say who he was. And he said Batman. I'm Batman. Exactly, Manny. Jose says, people that didn't grow up with Batman don't understand him. It's like the whole who would win in a fight between Goku and Superman. We all know they would spar but not kill each other and become good friends. Yeah. And people are always like, oh, Batman should never be able to defeat Superman, but he does in multiple stories. Again, like you're saying, Jose, sure. If Superman was completely psychotic and just wanted to kill Batman with all that he was, if he was like, I'm gonna go in there and destroy Batman, then sure, Batman would have to be ridiculously lucky in the context that he was placed in to beat him. Hata! Hello! Hata and friends, welcome, welcome.
That's why Hata is stupid.
Hey, we got a Hata clip.
I follow me. That's why.
Atardle raided my stream with 5 views.
Thank you so much. Not that clip. Well, you got that clip.
Doom 13 Ski is now following.
Doom 13 Ski. I liked the way that TTS said that. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, Raiders. You came in at an interesting time. I have the flu. I've had the flu for a few days. My brain's a little beaten up and I got some lag. And we're talking about DC and Marvel. We were just having a nice little Batman appreciation rant, but sort of a disappreciation about how movies haven't gotten him recently. We're going to be getting around to playing Resident Evil 4 shortly here, but we were just in a whole side tangent. Thank you so much for the raid, Hata. I really appreciate it. What were you guys playing? Let me see. Destiny. Nice. I got in the other day with Muttmiller and Jose and we played Beyond Light, which was lots of fun. I haven't finished it yet, but I think we made really good progress on it. Like the next time I play Beyond Light, I'll be able to finish it. And then I can get on to Witch Queen, and then I can get into the new content. Because I'm a relatively new Destiny player, so I'm trying to catch up. Spider-Man beats Green Lantern? I wouldn't argue with that. I mean, Green Lantern can be pretty strong, and I guess it depends on the iterations and how they're choosing to fight. But yeah, I mean, Spider-Man is... again, people like... that's one of the problems with DC and Batman is they decide to ignore the smart side of him often. Like, they bring it out a little bit in ways that sometimes doesn't make sense. But they ignore it so often for the I'm gonna break all your bones side. Marvel doesn't do that. Like, they let Peter Parker be a super nerd. Peter Parker could break everybody's bones. He has to pull his punches so he doesn't do it. But they let people be smart and not all that cool sometimes. Hata, you're going to bed? Your brain is lagging too? I know that feeling. I know. I'm gonna throw off the hood. I know that feeling, Hata. I hope you get good sleep, and thank you again so much for the raid. Kid Flash would beat a lot of people. I don't know about Kid Flash. I actually don't have a lot of information about Kid Flash. Kid Flash was Kid Flash one of the characters that showed up in the old Teen Titans animated? I'm not talking about Go. I'm trying to remember now. I think so. Jen says, oop, gotta do some real quick work. Some work real quick. I read it, just in the wrong order. I'll see you when you come back, Jen. Froggy says, oh, by the way, Ricky, this is really unrelated, but when you feel well enough to voice 10 plus characters, the April Fool's Sonic game is bussin' and you should play it. So I did mention this on stream the other day. We are definitely going to play the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. And for those of you who don't know, that was Sega's April Fool's joke. They didn't tell anybody about it ahead of time. They came out on April Fool's and said, hey, we listened to all your feedback and we killed Sonic. But they legitimately dropped like a whole game. I mean, it's like interactive novel style detective thing like Danganronpa, but for Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're playing it, all right? I want to find a really good time or a couple times to sit down and dedicate to it so that we really do it justice, not while I'm here flu-addled. But for sure, look forward to that one. Jose,
Just
thank you!
_A_Jen just subscribed. Jose gifted a tier 1 sub to
Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Jen.
They have given 25
and also
subs
25 subs in the channel, Jose. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Very kind. Mark says Kid Flash was in the animated Teen Titans, still voiced by the actor who portrays him in Justice League, by which point he's the Flash. Oh, that's cool. That's cool information. See, me and my brother are both Marvel and DC nerds. We just wish that the DC live action movies were doing a better job. And my brother's a little further behind on the Marvel stuff, but I wish the most recent Marvel movies were doing a better job. I haven't started to see any, except for the one like Thor movie that I've said are bad straight up. It's just like they need to get things going again. They need to like have all the stuff that they're building come to a conclusion, or not even a conclusion, but they got to tie it together and bring a team back together again, or they're gonna lose the general audience. Was saving my 25th for someone really special. Smooth talker. Jen, you're being smooth talked. You're just gonna let that happen? I could know you're special, Jose. Froggy says I'd be down to help voice a couple of characters. Oh, possible collab. Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, I definitely want to do it when my throat isn't a place to do voices. like I did back when we played the Detective Frog games, or Frog Detective, I guess it was. Here, I'm gonna have a sip of tea. I need to keep myself hydrated, especially today because of the sick. Give me a second of quiet here. All right. Hydrated, done. Hydrate or dihydrate, yes. Very true today. I took Tuesday off work because I had the flu and was dying. But then Wednesday, for some reason, I decided to work 12 hours because I had insomnia at night, and I'm like, I can't sleep, so I might as well do some work to get ahead on the workday. So I did it in the AM hours. But then I stayed for the entire workday once work started. So it ended up being 12 hours. And I guess like part of it was that doing the work was distracting from the fact that I was sick. But today I'm paying the price for having worked 12 hours yesterday. My brain is dead. And I worked today too. I don't have a lot of time off, so I have to work some of them. I did not have to work 12 hours. I did that to myself. So I need the weekend. I work tomorrow, but then I'm off on the weekend, and I'm actually taking Monday off as well. So I get a long weekend. Thank goodness. I need it. I can properly actually, like, recover. That being said, and since we've already run through one of our lo-fi things over here, I'm going to get rid of that. And I think that we're going to switch over to some Resident Evil. Because I don't know if I'll be able to last the entire time that we normally stream for. And people have been waiting for this day. You're going to try to get at least 50 in Apex? Oh, at least level 50. Hey, nice. A fellow Apex player. I'm not that great at it. And I was a lot better at arenas, and I'm sad that it's gone. I haven't played the new deathmatch yet. But I do like me some Apex. Good luck, Doom. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, good luck with the grind. That was a long Batman talk. I think it was nice, though. It was a nice Batman talk. And honestly, it could have been longer. We haven't even been streaming for an hour yet, and sometimes I talk for 2 hours before we play, so I still think I'm doing pretty good. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is already in my games folder, by the way. I'm seeing as I go click around it. Resident Evil 4. Open up. Here we are. Spray says, I want to play more Apex, but I prefer playing with friends. Yeah, me too. I don't solo queue. So I haven't been playing it for a while. That's why I haven't gotten around to the deathmatch or anything. Doom says, I've been playing since season 0 and I'm still like 47. I don't know what level I am. I don't play very frequently, but I did grind it. Well, I didn't grind it, but I had fun with friends, so I was hanging around with friends a lot in the game and got quite a few levels this last season of it. You're just salty that everybody remembers Apex and not in Titanfall 2. True. That is true. I have Titanfall 2 in my library and I've never played it. Maybe I'll do that. Mark says, I agree, it was nice. I can talk basically endlessly about superhero stuff. Me too. Both the bad and the good. Like I said, I'm not a I live and die for Marvel DC can suck it person, or the other way around. I like them both. They both have very different types of characters and very different types of stories to tell. Jen says, ah, well, Bagel the cat has decided to lay across my desk, blocking my keyboard and mouse. Guess the workday is officially over. Okay, you know what? You gotta be careful talking to me about cats, Jen, because you have just inspired a cat picture share. So I'm pulling up a cat picture here for a second. All right, we're gonna look at Darius. Let me find it here. Oh, I think it's on the pets channel in my server. Let's see. Oh, here it is. I got it. Salute to BT78274. Laying across the Jen's desk are bagels. Uh-huh. Share. Alright. Aw, Spray. I gotta end every sentence with nya for 1 minute. Nya. Thank you, Spray. Hair. Yeah. The other day, Darius has this thing that he likes to do where he'll lay on his little computer, or his little cat tower that is next to my computer. Yeah. And he likes me to put my hand over there, and he'll lay his head on my hand. Yeah. But then he will slowly migrate off of my hand to my wrist, and then to my arm, and then further down my arm, until half of him is off of his tower entirely and laying his full weight on my arm. Yeah. And so this was a picture of him doing that. My arm is extended and most of him is on that arm, just staring directly up at me, knowing that he's very important in this moment. And so I took a picture. Yeah. As our Darius cat break photo moment. Yeah. We do have a Darius emote in here if you have better TTV. Yeah, it's Accent Darius. Yeah. Matreus, I read your thing, but Matreus says, Ricky, I want you to say banana. Uh-huh. Banana? Is that good for you, Matreus? Smile, nya. Thank you for Darius picture, nya. Alright, that's your minute. That's your last nya. Also, I'm throwing the hood off. You guys are bullies. You guys are bullies and problems. Bro, these redeems are so slow. What do you mean? Did you also redeem something else? Let me see. Or you just mean that they last far more than a minute? It's possibly true. Question, is Demon Baby any good in Isaac? You mean like the Demon Beggar? Like Dark Bum? I can't remember exactly what Demon Baby is. Is it familiar? I'm gonna say probably nothing too fantastic since I don't remember what its deal is. Little Brimstone is awesome and Dark Bum is awesome in Isaac, but I don't know about Demon Baby. Our local cat boy, uh-huh. You mean the expected sound come out fast, but they take time? Oh yeah, there's probably a little bit of lag, especially now that I have Resident Evil open in the background. You guys, feel free to let me know. Oh, I gotta change the game category too. Feel free to let me know if my model starts lagging a little bit. It seems my phone has the tendency to do that. It's very quick for me to fix. Out of everything, my computer's running 100 million things, but it's the phone app that starts to lag over time. Let me remember to actually set the category this time. Resident Evil 4, there we go. We played Resident Evil 4 entirely in just chatting last time. Let's not do that this time. Okay, so recap. Last time you all trolled me and got me eaten by a fish monster by the river. And then we got boat fuel and went out onto said river and almost got eaten by the fish monster again. In fact, we might have one time. And then we defeated fish monster. And chapter over. Well, I think what happened is we defeated fish monster and then Leon coughed up blood and passed out in his boat. Chapter over. And I didn't go any further. So, yeah, they made me die by fish. And they know that I'm bothered by, like, sea creatures. I think that was part of it. I know we're squiddy cats over here, okay? There's different contexts. What is the loading symbol on my... Hold on a second. There's, like, a little loading spinner. There we go, I've gotten rid of it. Maybe don't play Dredge. I mean, that's probably the reason. They'd probably definitely want me to play Dredge just for that. I can take a little bit of myself being upset, I suppose. How the tables turn. Azrael dude got timed out last time we played Resident Evil 4. Just bringing that up again. Azrael dude, you have a target on you at all times. Jose says, saw the fish monster earlier today and it made me laugh. Really? I don't think I have thalassophobia. I don't think so. Cause it's like not like far enough that it feels like a phobia, you know? It's just uncomfortable because I can't see them and stuff. I think the only like phobia that I'm aware of that I have, and I don't remember what the name for it is fear of the void, which doesn't apply to many things too well. Luckily, I can get away with not having to experience it too often. Why are you so horny on me, Azrael dude? Why you always asking to get timed out? Well, live that band life. Be right back. Okay. Know that I'm just playing with you. Like a cat plays with a mouse. Not that I'm a cat. Jen says, if you aren't terrified of the deep ocean, you don't know enough about it. Well, I am terrified of the deep ocean. And I actually know a ton about the deep ocean, so maybe those two things do go hand in hand. But I'm mostly terrified of the deep ocean because that's one of the locations where the fear of the void thing can actually set in. And it can't set in in most places, but deep ocean for sure. Deep sea gigantism is a thing. Oh, I know that. It's terrifying. Thalassophobia, people are not afraid of the water so much as they're afraid of what lurks beneath its surface, as you mentioned. Well, that's like the fact that technically most people are not afraid of being alone in the dark. Even if being in the dark scares them, they're not afraid of being alone in the dark. They're afraid of not being alone in the dark. Still, I don't think I have it. Maybe though. Maybe it's like a light version of it. Then again, I'll be perfectly honest. You don't tend to know these things too well until you experience them in real life a little bit. I haven't put myself in a circumstance where it's like, oh, I could get into the water with this whale, or I could go deep sea diving, or whatever. I haven't really exposed myself to that. So it might be light enough that it doesn't really kick in as a phobia in games, but I might have it in real life. You have basophobia? Is this going to be a joke? I haven't heard of that one. Is that actually true? It's fear of Jeff Bezos. Let me load game here. Because you guys, it's so easy. You could keep me on a permanent tangent today because my brain is so laggy and flu-addled and I took pain medication. We could literally just have this be a talking stream for 3-4 hours and then I'd pass out. I gotta push myself to start the game up. People actually compare it to acrophobia, but it's not the same. I don't know what acrophobia is either. Alright, I gotta click out one more time. Gotta look these things up. Let's see what basophobia is. Basophobia. The fear of falling. Okay. That's pretty natural. And acrophobia, I assume, is the fear of heights, then? Yes. I definitely know those two are not the same thing. I used to say I was afraid of heights all the time as a kid, because something definitely happens weirdly in my brain about heights. But that's because fear of heights was like the most commonly said thing. I really don't so much have a fear of the height. And I don't know if I even have fear of falling, to be honest, because if I was already falling, I might be slightly better off. But like, if I'm at the top of a really high height, I guess I'll cut to the chase and say I have bad vertigo, which also doesn't translate to fear of heights. But if I'm up really, really high and I can see really, really far down below me to some degree, like if I'm near the edge of a cliff or something, even not that close, I feel a legitimate, and this is very weird for me because I don't know why it would happen this way, but I feel a legitimate, actual, like physical tugging at me toward the ledge. My vision tunnels, I get dizzy, and I feel like I'm actually being pulled toward the ledge. And it's not the little voice in my head that's like, hey, you should jump. Not that thing. It's it's just straight up like heavy vertigo. You get the dizzy and tugging too, yeah. You think that's normal? Well, so far, every time I've been in that situation, nobody else has experienced it with me. It's rapid anxiety culminating, perhaps. Just experience it weirdly. Anyway, it makes me not want to stand near a ledge for too long because it's probably actually dangerous to some degree. Alright, I'm going to shut up for just a second because we got in the automatic save here that happened. Let me know how the volume for the game is too. We got into the automatic save that happened as the chapter ended, so I'm sure as soon as I click load, we're going to be in a cutscene. So let's see what's going on here. And then I'll catch up with what you guys said after the cutscene.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now. When day breaks, you too will join our covenant to share in my holy blessing forever.
Okay, I'm back awake. Yay, we're still on the water. Yay. Oh good, the boat has a hole in it. Yay. Ooh, just a dream. Yeah, I'm sure in Resident Evil none of that's gonna become truth. Roost?
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
Perfectly fine.
I'm still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
Thank you, Big Bird. Just had a nap? Yeah, just had a nap. Alright, let me see what you guys said. Hold on. Rapid anxiety culminating. Okay, I think I got most of this. It's not the falling that bothers me, it's the sudden stop at the end. Yeah, that part's probably peaceful. As long as you fall long enough. And you're not unreasonably lucky or unlucky, depending on how you want to see it. Like the people who survive skydiving when their parachute doesn't pull. I don't know which one to call that. Manny says, when I'm on a ledge, I just think how long it will take me to reach the bottom. Ledges fascinate me. That's the reason why I have a hard time calling it a phobia. It's really strong vertigo, but sometimes it's intriguing to experience having something like that happen to my body. And, like, the way my brain starts thinking about it and trying to, like, reason with what's going on. I don't know if that's just, like, strangely pushing my own body in some way, but that's the reason why I don't tend to say it's a phobia, because I feel like a phobia, like, you're scrambling to make it stop as soon as possible. And I don't feel like that's the case with me, necessarily. But maybe I'm just mislabeling a little bit. Or using too broad an umbrella term. Or too narrow, perhaps? Manny says... Oh, I read that one. Jose says, my hands get numb, start to ache a bit, start sweating and shaking uncontrollably. Yeah, I haven't gotten the sweats from it. The other things, probably. Yeah, I have experienced numbness, achiness, and shaking. You get the flop sweats too, Jen? Mark says, wait, he could just start the boat again? I thought the engine was busted before the fish fight. I thought so too. But conveniently it works now. Alright, Alright, Jose says, you don't need a parachute to go skydiving. You need a parachute to do it twice. Fair. Maybe that's the way I'll go out. When I decide that it's all over, I'm like, I'm gonna go skydiving. Be right back. Is that too dark? Jen says, I used to have phobias of needles and spiders, so I did my own exposure therapy, handled a friend's tarantula for a while, now I'm used to them, and I did a medical procedure that entailed daily self-administered shots that got me over the needle fear. Yeah, there is something to be said about exposure therapy. It's something to be watchful of. We seem to have a bloody police officer hat here. Something to be watchful of because a lot of people recommend or try to force exposure therapy. And it certainly doesn't work if you're trying to force somebody's phobias on them when they're not willing. I think exposure therapy requires the consent to be there and the willingness to go just maybe have somebody there to push you just a little bit further than you'd want to. So that, you know, if you really can't because of your phobia, then have somebody actually trusted to make sure that there is some exposure happening. But beyond that, it's like too many people try to force exposure therapy, and that's just trauma. But there is something to be said about how it works if you consent to it or you do it yourself, like you did. Yeah, exactly. Oh, good. We've got voices. Oh, you know what I did not do between streams, which is really unfortunate. I just forgot, probably because I've been sick, is make it so that I could turn on 3D audio. So it utilizes the 3D audio settings of your PC. Let me just check for a quick second. Sorry, I keep switching away from the game. We just gotta, like, realize tonight is probably not gonna have a lot of very efficient gaming because of my mental state and my physical state, I suppose, that is causing the mental state. I'm gonna see if I can do anything with my sound settings here to like enable 3D audio, because a big problem that this game has, for me, I don't know how it comes across in stream, is one of the enemy characters can be directly next to me, or they can be way far next to me, far away, up on like the top of a huge tower or down at the bottom of a chasm, and they'll sound exactly the same as if they're right next to me. This game has absolutely awful directional audio, and I feel slightly vindicated that Jose experienced this as well, but that the 3D volume setting fixes it. So I'm trying to see here if I can spot anything related to that. Maybe quick Google search. I don't want to do all my, like, I don't want to do a bunch of troubleshooting with you guys waiting on me here, but if I can do it quickly, I will. RE4 3D sound disabled. 3D audio doesn't work. Have to turn on 3D audio through Windows sound settings. Okay, that's where I was looking, but somebody's validated it now. Sound settings. Windows 11 enable 3D audio. We're doing it live.
On spatial sound.
Watching a video. Let's turn the volume off the video. Skip. Settings, volume. All right. Is this good content, everybody? Go into advanced, all sound devices. Okay. Go into the speakers. That might not work for me because I have a different sound setup. Spatial sound is off. All right. There's a huge shield beetle flying around my room. Hopefully, it does not fly into my face like they sometimes like to do. All right, let's see. Chat. Spatial audio is off. I've switched to Windows Sonic for headphones. And let's hope I don't have to restart my game. Options. I probably have to restart my game. Alright, I've quit the game. Quality content. Exit. Games. Resident Evil 4. And we're back. Alright, here we go. You're back, what happened? We beat the game, Ezreal, dude. Should have seen it. I've been troubleshooting. I can't turn it on. What the? All right, hold on. One more again. See, what I have is a Go XLR. All right, it's not the same as the normal speakers that most people have. Go XLR to a headphone. So let's turn on spatial sound for everything. Spatial sound for that. Spatial sound for this. Good. Spatial sound for this one. That one was actually probably the one that's Resident Evil. All right. And spatial sound. There we go. Alright, now if that doesn't work, I don't know what will. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil refusing to work. At least the sound is refusing to work. And I've suffered it in so many streams recently. Alright, let's see. Did Wiki break the game? No, I'm trying to fix the game because it's been broken on several of the other streams I've done with it. I still... Oh wait, no, 3D audio on. I can't change it, but it says on now. That's new. Let me hit continue. We'll see where it takes. I think we might have fixed it. Hey, Altair, again, by the way. Yeah, the problem in this game is enemies can sound like they're right next to you, even if they're a mile away from you to that side without the 3D audio on. Skip comms. And hopefully I've fixed that issue now. We're back in it. Alright, let's examine this just in case there's something of value to having seen it. Find key to the church. Gotcha. What else is in this room? Some ammo. Gotcha. We are loaded up. That's fine. And then I step out here. Yeah, I can already tell this is better. Because when I stepped out here last time, it sounded like somebody was right next to me, and I was like, oh god. And then I turned and there was just a cliff. There's a vague, like, quiet sound of a person off in that direction now. Yeah, they're like up there. Alright, better, nice. I'm actually glad I did that, it worked. It was worth a few minutes of troubleshooting. Where am I? Did I explore this whole area before? Oh no, I didn't, because I haven't been to the boathouse. I want to make sure I check all these paths. We do want to be thorough. There doesn't appear to be any treasure right here, which is, I guess, nice. Who's chanting over here? Creepy. God, there's just a red herb on the ground there and it didn't show up on my map. I better not be missing yellow herbs. What do I have? 2 reds? And my inventory is a little bit full right now. Ethos. Lusek. Licos. That doesn't look good. Whoa! Hey, how did you know I was here right away? Come on, man. I mean, donde está? Did you not hear? Alright. That's not good. Hopefully I'm not encountering those too often. Oh, okay. Alright. You dead? Okay, well. Difficulty has stepped up a little bit. We have a new enemy type. And the normal looking people can just become those. That's good. So I guess we see a little bit of Leon's future here. I'm guessing that is the progressed form of what I have been injected with. Of course, Leon is not enough of an NPC to quite go that direction. He'd have to go into some fancy kind of mutation. Alright, so they had some kind of blood ritual here, but apparently it was so thorough that whatever they did sacrifice is just gone. Either that or that was the blood that occurred from that man's head blowing off. And becoming a monster. Hello, water. I assume your one and only creature is dead now. You love the comedic timing of that. Hopefully I'm not encountering those too often. Immediately encounters another one. I didn't know the normal people could just turn into that. That's not good news. Now I always have to be worried about the normal people. Flashlight time. Not missing any treasures, right? I assume that the one treasure map I bought covers the entire place. Ricky Wookie Ricky? Excuse me? Normal people? Oh, you don't find them to be normal, Jose? They just had a tough day at work. Sometimes I want to throw axes at people when I have a tough day at work. I like just come off a 10-hour shift and I'm just like, Arriva eso! This looks like your commute home. Oh boy. Remind me to come have dinner at your place sometime. I don't super love the color of everything in here. Let's see how you handle the Spanish Inquisition. It can be rough in LA. I still want to visit sometime. I really enjoy cities. Boston's nice, in my opinion.
Same mark from the church.
4 hands. Alright. Can put something in either of those. 1 ball in each.
It's the lake.
Oh, they actually depicted the fish monster. I wonder how old that thing was. And I guess they were dumping bodies there. There's like 2 treasures out in the middle of the lake. How the heck am I supposed to get that? What's this? Church key? I missed a church key? church key. Is this supposed to be the church key right here, and it's just marking this? But it's like this thing.
Key?
Okay. I guess it's just that, and I need to come back and solve it. That's fine. How the heck, though? I guess I must get a boat again, huh? Oh, there's one over here. I totally wouldn't be done being in boats for like years if I were Leon at this point. Oh man, I was gonna be relieved if this was a purple fire. But instead it's a normal fire. Anything for me to pick up? I can open this. Old Way Shrine key. Oh wait, hold on. Let me examine this. That's for like the thing. I know where these are for. Or it's like where's my greater map? Will they darken up the area around Village Square? Did this whole area change or something? It's like this. But I'm a little concerned that it's all dark again. What does it mean? The fog of war has returned. Ooh. Someone fetch me a rare golden chicken egg. What will I do with it? Well, sometimes it's more fun not knowing, right? Alright, well. He's gonna put that inside him. And I don't mean his mouth. That's the only reason why you say that. Sorry, but it's true. Alright. Boat fun round 2. Now, I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. But I would like to go out to that boat and get the treasure, so let's try it. I also really don't like that I still have harpoon ability. That makes me a little concerned. I don't want another water creature, please. Alexandrite. Interesting. Somebody just cough right here on the boat. Hello? I heard that. Red 9. It was the fish. Yeah, one of them just popped its head out. Ooh, the red 9. I've been putting some value into the Punisher here, but maybe I want to replace the Punisher with the red 9. A powerful handgun. A large red 9 is burned into the grip to prevent the user from loading incorrect ammo. Okay. Do I actually have to care about that? You can sell the red 9 if you want. You mean it's up to me? Why would you say that, though? Is it a good idea to sell it? I'm not bound to any weapon except the knife. I'm gonna put it in storage for now, so I can think about it. Just need to figure out how it compares at some point. Alright, so we did leave a treasure behind here. Location for mural. Okay, so that's probably where we're headed. Let's see if we can collect some other treasure around here then first. Lakeside Settlement. Let's go over there. That looks like a good place to go. Where is it? Is this one? Over here. Smash. Driving my boat into those things on the water for some reason reminds me of the Crash Bandicoot level in 3 and Warped. Where you have to break the boxes and you're on like a jet ski. Hey chickens. Any of you conveniently lay a rare golden egg for me? Brown is nice too, I'll take brown. Gold chicken egg, yeah, nice. Okay. Surprisingly easy. Requests. Sell a gold chicken egg. Okay, so I gotta sell it. Good job, chickens, yeah. Somebody here has a golden cloaca. Congratulations. Let me eat that. And now I can take this. Watch a giant chicken pop out and insta-kill you. I suppose I'd be kind of asking for it at this point. This sound effect straight out of Spyro. I almost said Spyro the Hedgehog. Straight out of Spyro the Dragon. On PlayStation 1. Most standard stock chicken sound effects. I love it. That's another location from the mural. Do we have one over here too? I guess let's check this out. This slightly scares me a little bit more because there is a ladder. But we'll check that out. Why do you keep hearing about the murder of Sonic? Did you hear it somewhere else too? I'm definitely looking forward to playing that one. I think it's going to be fun. Especially if I'm in the right state to really do the voices. You weren't here for Frog Detective, but that was an experience. For sure. Yeah, see, this is just a little less comforting. Oh wait, no, I've been here, haven't I? I have. I don't have the last thing for the stone pedestal either, do I? Okay, now I'm a little bit more okay with this place. That means I should be able to climb up, right? Yeah, here. And we can go sell our golden chicken egg. I remember maps. After what happened with 06. You mean the April Fool's joke? Free game? Sonic didn't die after 06. Sonic died after Sega. This has been a slow and painful death. Spyro the Hedgehog 3 Warped 64. I think that's about right. Ain't no way. Oh, there was a way shrine here too. All right, hold on one second. Oh, do you actually have new goods? Oh, rocket launcher, 80,000. Are you kidding me?
In your pocket or your life. Easy choice, mate.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Case upgrade though, definitely want that as soon as I can afford it.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Alright, let me sell my chicken egg. There you go. We can sell the velvet blue. There you go. I'm not sure if emerald or alexandrite. Oh, they can inset. Okay. Since they were non-circular, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to inset them into something. So I'll hold on to them.
This is what I'm talking about. Fine.
Well, Sonic did literally get murdered in 06, got impaled, and had to be magically resurrected. Oh yeah. The too realistic looking princess making out with the guy. Listen, I'm trying to talk to chat. Do you need to keep talking? People are like, oh no, he doesn't talk too much. I can't get a full sentence out. The too realistic princess that made out with Sonic in 06, that was a little awkward. Let him talk? I'm sorry, Azrael, dude. He's not protected. Shush! Shush! He's not protected by nostalgia for me. They increased his voice lines too much. I say they did him dirty. That's what I say. Man, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Because there's like this out here, but I have literally one square. You fake cat boy. So now I'm not an actual cat boy in your opinion? Because liking him is the requirement for a cat boy. I mean, I'll take it. Doesn't like milk but loves a milkshake. I do like milk. But I'm not cat boy. And I love milkshakes. I actually just got a whole thing of milk today. How do you guys like your milk, by the way? We got skim milk people in here, oat milk, almond milk, skim milk. I like a number of different types of milk, but I tend to go for whole. I know it's fattier, but I don't drink a lot of it. And it's just got a nicer taste. And also, it's kind of like the healthy fat, as long as you don't drink too much. Like, it's the kind of fat that your body processes pretty well. You just have to be reasonable. Vanilla almond milk and vanilla skim milk are both very good. Matreus, I don't know if you've tried... actually not skim milk, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say soy milk. Like silk? They had vanilla silk, it's soy milk was very good. Skim I don't care for. Skim, I think I agree with Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation when he said skim milk is just water that's lying about being milk. I think I agree with that. Skim milk, not too interested. Soy milk can be pretty good. Almond milk, I'm not a huge fan, but the flavored ones can be pretty good, like the vanilla that you just mentioned, Matreus, I agree. Powdered milk. I'm not sure if I've had that. Although I've had like malted milkshakes recently, which involves like malted milk powder. So technically I've had powdered milk on that, it's just malted milk powder. And malted milkshakes, if you haven't had a malted milkshake before, you gotta try it sometime. It's a different sort of unique flavor. Very tasty. So we got the butterfly lamp, a frosted glass lamp adorned with gold. There are 3 round recesses on the side still, so we're still going round. Still going round. I don't know if it's worth waiting for 2 more sapphires or waiting to eventually get the gold. I'm sure it can increase the price a lot.
Why not treat yourself, mate? Welcome.
Let's see.
Got something new for
So
you.
I have enough to get a yellow diamond here if I wanted to.
Oh, my back is killing me. Years haven't been kind to us, I suppose.
Yeah. is that a line for everybody who played the original game and is now playing this one? It's like, I remember being a kid and playing this game the first time. Elegant mask. I sold this to him. It's interesting that I can get another one. Powdered milk basically make you creative. Powdered milk basically make you creative with anything that you can make. Any milkshake. Milkshakes are tasty, but again, I try not to drink it too much. Ranch milkshake. I'm sorry, Jen. I've been enjoying your time here, but I'm gonna have to ban you. I don't make the rules. Actually, I do. Ranch milkshakes.
Funny, mate. Will that be all then?
Let's see, tune up. Oh. You'll take it as deserved.
If you want a fighting chance out, hard time.
No, you'll good. I'll give you a pass. Azrael dude, on the other hand, I might ban him because you said ranch milkshake. You never know. You never know. I'm actually really a sauce person. Sauces get me. Does anybody else out there feel me? Sauces just make meals. I love myself some hot sauces. I'm always making sure I'm stocked up on ranch or like Italian dressing. I like barbecue sauces. I like me some good mustards. Not yellow, but like a spicy brown or a Dijon mustard. Maybe some horseradish. Ranch milkshake? Somebody did say ranch milkshake. Yes, it was Jen. Why you gotta barf all over me? I didn't say it. Buttermilk ranch shake? Alright, come on now. Come on now. Recently I got some, or today, got some rice, got me some butter, got me some like, dill paste and some lemon juice. I'm gonna make this like nice dill rice thing that I used to make. It's been a while. Drink my milk. I don't have any milk with me right now. I got tea and I got water. I don't have a milkshake every time I stream. That would be severely unhealthy. Alright, that was water. What type of tea? Well, I'm making it sound more healthy than it is. It's the only product that has survived inflation over the years. Arizona green tea. 99 cents when I was a child, 99 cents now. Sometimes slightly over 99 cents, but still. With ginseng and honey. I'm still working my way into drinking like actual tea more often. I can enjoy a green tea. I can enjoy a green tea, I can enjoy a ginseng tea, occasionally a chamomile. Something matcha, although that's not always a tea drink, can be good from time to time. I like bubble tea, but that's not exactly going to be in the category of healthy. Like, I was craving a taro bubble tea the other day. I didn't get one, so I should be still craving it, but I'm not, for whatever reason. Alright, so my guess is I gotta go to both of these locations from the mural, here and here. And I will get something to put in the hands of the thing that's on either side of the church key, and then I'll get the church key. Seems straightforward enough. I'm just trying to get a bunch of these other treasures beforehand. This one I'm guessing there'll be enemies at, because this is a completely new area inside the cave. There's a ladder. Wait, is that our friend the shop? Did I go that extra direction out of the way and I didn't need to? Oh wait, this is where we just were! This is just a different entrance to that. Okay, well that's fine, because there's a locked drawer over here I didn't open last time. So let's do it. It's just roundabout. Brass pocket watch. Alright. I'll take it. Now, the gamer in me that started a super long time ago is having that gamer OCD of like, right up this ladder and in the next room is the typewriter so I could save. You know you gotta go save. Maybe twice. But I just saved a few minutes ago. And we haven't really done anything since. So, you have gardenia green tea right now? Do you recommend? Froggy says, I have a ginseng and honey right now. We got some tea people in here? I quit coffee recently. And that is painful and difficult for me. Coffee was a constant companion, but unfortunately, I don't like bitter coffee. In fact, I'm quite on the opposite side of the spectrum where my coffee has to be milky and sugary and often caramelly or vanilla-y, and you can't keep having that all the time if you want to stay healthy, especially as you get up on age a little bit. So I quit it. And now I'm trying out teas and things. You know the coffee addiction oh too well. I want to see what's through here. We're gonna go this way first. This could be a terrible idea. This game has been slightly trolly, and it looks like this would be to tempt me, especially as I hit all these barrels on the way. It just seems like this would be where I'd be going to lead myself to my own demise. But so far so good. Can't get off right here, can I? No. Can't believe that the 2 Resident Evils I've played so far have both had water monsters. You tend to drink your tea with nothing else but coffee, cream, and... Oh, but coffee? Cream and sugar me up, baby. Yeah, that's the same way. Like, sometimes I'll have some honey in a tea, if I have a tea. If I really want the extra sweetness, sometimes I'll put some honey in there. But the thing is, honey's actually healthy. At least in reasonable doses. Ooh, we have the key for this now, which is nice. Tea just inspires being healthier. Oh, look, splendid bangle. Okay, good, cool, all right. I already saw the recesses in this thing. I'm excited. Look at it. It's got rectangular ones. You know, maybe I'll hold it just in the off chance that I find a better gemstone. Save, always save when you have the opportunity. Yeah, that's what my brain tells me. It's like save and save again and then probably save a third time because you don't know if you hallucinated those other 2. Did you blink when you were in the middle of saving at some point? How do you know it actually saved properly? Did you say or think anything while saving? Probably messed up. Better save again. Yeah. Okay, nice little extra stash down here. I'll take it. I thought this would connect to up here, but I guess not. Alright, so many places that I suspected there'd be enemies that haven't been. Now I'm starting to get nervous. Just because I've made myself nervous. I wasn't really gonna go back to the shop guy, but since I got the valuables, I probably ought to. I didn't say anything about it, but we just picked up a second Alexandrite. Which means I can inlay 2 of them and sell it for big money. And you guys know I'm gonna go for more carrying space. It's not even a question. Mark says, I relate to that. I just saved, but the save point's right there. I better save maybe twice mentality, way too much. Yeah. So I don't know exactly what it is. I guess like games freezing and stuff in the past, but I just don't trust it. Sometimes even doing that has been betrayed. Like when I tried to play BioShock Infinite, I'm sure you remember that, Mark. I had a day off and I played like 12 hours of BioShock Infinite and I was like nearing the ending. I come back to play the rest of it the next day and it had not saved a single thing from that entire day. None of the manual saves I did, none of the auto saves. I was so thorough. I got so many treasures. I did so many challenges. None of it saved. The game just straight up glitched out. Its own autosave and the manual saves, nothing actually. It was such a betrayal that I never went back to that game again. And I was into it. I don't know how that game ends.
I have something I think you like.
Keep it in your pants, buddy. I'm just here to inlay gemstones. There we go. That's gotta sell for a good buck or two.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale.
You remember the inexplicable Bioshock wipe? Yeah, that's your nightmare, Jen. It was awful. It haunts me to this day. Splendid bangle. Oh, look at that. So good. Also with the brass pocket watch.
Do you much good in the grave? A deal well struck.
Alright, give me the case upgrade. 20,000. Well worth it.
Decent size. Come
A decent size. I didn't ask for your measurements. Look at that. More space. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're doing pretty well on ammo, and that's why we have all this stuff in my inventory. I really haven't had to craft a lot of ammo because I'm careful with how I use it. And we haven't been firing off the rifle a lot or anything. Alright, so what do we have left? We have about 30,000 left.
Welcome. I got something new for you.
Attachable mine special offer. Let's grab that.
Happy cooking.
That's for the bolt weapon, which I haven't used yet, but I've had it in my inventory, so I probably should. I'll get the recipe for the flash grenade because I'll probably be sad not to have it at some point. There'll be like a boss and everybody will be like, oh, do you have the flash grenades? This would be perfect for flash grenades. And I won't have had it. I don't want to do that.
Molding a weapon to suit your specific needs.
Let's repair the knife and let's also put 10,000 into the power of it.
Pleasant travels.
I feel good. Mark says, hey merchant, where's the cheese? I ordered a queso upgrade. Uh-huh. All it does is increase the size of your existing queso. You haven't paid for it, so it's nacho cheese. Oh, yeah. What's everybody's favorite cheese? It's another thing I like a lot that I shouldn't eat as much. I got this... I ordered groceries today, okay? Which I'm proud of because I was dying from the flu. And so I did something at least. But one of the things I did was I ordered a bag of pepper jack cheese sticks. I really shouldn't have ordered that. There's no reason that I ordered that other than knowing that I'm going to individually go and grab pepper jack cheese sticks and eat them as a snack. And I'm talking about trying to lose weight here. Smoked Gouda and Brie are your favorites. Those are some good choices. And fancier choices. I'm a sucker for cheese, though. There's not a lot of cheese I don't like. I'm a little bit, like, more about, like, goat cheese, and blue cheese kind of funks me out a little sometimes. It's not to say that I'll never eat it. I'll sometimes have a blue cheese, like, dip or something like that. And it's honestly not so different from feta. It's just the blue nature of it I still can't quite get by. Alright, here we go. I've already heard gross sounds coming over here, so we definitely have to be encountering our, Oh, come on, are you kidding me? The reason why the map was blurred out like this is because I didn't press up or down. Is that... That's what it is, okay. Alright, I'm just on a different layer. We'll move past it, we don't need to talk about it. You love blue cheese, you just can't eat it a lot? How come? Does it make you sick? I do like blue cheese dips. It has a very nice flavor. I'm not sure entirely what my problem with it is. But I don't have nearly as much of a problem with it as I do goat cheese, because goat cheese I just don't tend to actually enjoy even the flavor much. What are you doing, sir? Uh-oh. Is it just gonna be all of you now? Are you dead? Okay, good. Oh, that sounds like a few. Arriba eso! Yeah? You throwing stuff when you can't even see me? Doesn't seem smart. Light it up. Light it up. You doing it? Light it. Drop it. There we go. Got you both? Oh, crud. Are you on fire? Die. You're still fine, huh? Good? Nope. Hey, buddy. Do it. All right. I'm learning this. I'm learning how to do the fighting. I think that all went very smoothly. I think I defeated an awful lot of them with not that many bullets. Grand scheme of things. Did someone say cheese? We sure did, Artemis. Welcome in. We're having cheesy talks. Blue cheese makes Jen queasy and gassy. I've just read. Atreus just likes blue cheese. Do you like being queasy and gassy, Matreus? I've heard that happens to everybody who eats it. Jose says grilled cheese is the American version of a quesadilla. Grilled cheese sandwich. I suppose. You know what weirds me out? I was talking to somebody about this the other day. There's a lot of these East Asian cultures that don't have a lot of cheese in the diet, right? And they're not interested in a lot of cheese in the diet. And quite frankly, 99% of the time, the food that is more traditional is way healthier than most of the traditional American food, if you can call any American food particularly traditional. But for some reason, the exceptions that are made, especially if we're talking about like Korea and Japan, the exceptions that are made to this whole cheese thing that suddenly make it into their culture and get popular is like Cheetos, which, you know, you can have a whole debate on whether or not that actually even counts as containing cheese or not. Or cornmeal, or like whatever. Cheetos, I'm not sure Cheetos has anything real about it. And then American cheese, believe it or not. Friggin' blocky, super plastic cheese that again could be argued whether or not it's real cheese. American cheese is super popular for people to go and melt on their ramen, their instant noodles. In East Asia. They say like the more plasticky nature of it actually makes it cling to the ramen better, and then as the ramen separates, so does the cheese, and it's just a good texture. Apparently. It just baffles me that those are the cheeses. I'm gonna pause, because I've seen people saying a lot of things. I want to see what you guys are up to. My game's gonna scroll as I scroll, it's fine. Artemis, how you doing, by the way? Hello, hello. I am flu-addled right now, and I took some pain medication, and I've been slightly unfiltered tonight. And my brain has a lot of lag to it, but I'm having fun. Artemis says blue cheese is the only appropriate dip for chicken wings. It's a pretty good one. You don't accept ranch? They're they're kind of similar, but blue cheese definitely has like more texture to it, which is nice. The American tradition is just food. You know, that's probably pretty fair, Matreas. You love you some Ditos, you say, Jose? Do you mean Doritos or Cheetos? Is your answer going to be yes? Darth Vader, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Bad cheese. I'll entertain American cheese once in a while, but I'm not going to try and pretend it's good cheese, or even perhaps cheese. How you doing, Darth? Haruru, hello, welcome. With the Uwu Cats command. Is it like the Ukrainians and pickles? I don't know about the Ukrainians and pickles, Matreas. Perhaps you can enlighten me on that one. Trippin', you watch some Asian food channels and the craft singles they use give me sads. That's what I'm saying. For some reason, like craft, like singles and American cheese and those things is just, that's what has become popular. Jen says, I don't get cheese on ramen, but I'm not here to yuck anyone else's yum. That's a good attitude. And I'm not trying to either, really. I don't get it either. I haven't tried it, to be fair. But to me, when I picture that, like, that kind of cheese, craft singles or plasticky American cheese, and I picture it in ramen, I just feel like bits of the cheese are gonna just, like, come off in the broth and, like, clump and just be a soggy clump of fake cheese. And that gives me the quillies. Huru put my hood up, and we're in 1 minute ASMR and Nya mode. Nya, thank you, Huru. Spending your points wisely, as usual, Nya. Darth Vader says, question for Americans, is ranch sauce supposed to be sweet? Nya. It tastes a little bit more sour to me than sweet. But that doesn't sound good, and I like ranch, so I don't quite know how to explain it. Yeah. Jose says ranch tastes to me like sour milk, close to expiration. Yeah. Yeah, it's got more of a sour thing. I like ranch, and I don't think it tastes like nearly expired milk, but I can understand that perspective. Yeah. Andreas says, I hear they put pickles on everything, even pizza. I tried pickles on pizza after hearing that. I don't hate it. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. And actually, that happens a lot in Korea as well. Yeah. Sometimes they opt for pickled other things rather than just pickles as we think of them. But plenty of times it's just pickles, too. When I was visiting Korea and I was served dishes, frequently there would come a little side container just with some pickles in it. Yeah, because it cuts through grease and serves to be a palate cleanser at the same time. So it's kind of a good balancing agent. Yeah. And at the same time, the grease and the cheese and other things that you might get from other food take away some of the aspects that people find a little bit more offensive about pickles. Yeah. Parentheses, yeah. Alright, that's your minute. That's your minute. I hope you enjoyed that. Nya. Bonus nya. Not usually sweet. It's supposed to be more savory. Yeah, it's savory. It's got like a little bit of sour, but not the sour that's like a bad sour. Yeah, like lemony sour. The ranch in Malaysia is sweet. You're like, WTF? Oh, really? That makes me curious now. Wait, Azrael dude. Okay, Ricky, I will give you the chance to grab the gun and shoot the pizza pickle guy. If not, I'm sorry, Azrael dude. I didn't fully disagree with the pizza pickle thing. In fact, you just insinuated shooting a friend. Banned. Not really. I didn't click it. Jen says they do make ranch with mayonnaise, and I know there's certain Asian brands of mayo that are sweet. That's true. I'm just a, like I said this earlier, I'm a sauce lover. Anything that I can like dip things in or put on something. I know they're not healthy. I love sauces. And I really like spicy things, so hot sauce is great too, especially if it's capsaicin. Pickles are offensive to some people because of how they look, yes. I'm racist against pickles because of how they look, Jose. You caught me. I actually like pickles. And I like pickled other things. Has anybody here ever had... Now, this is probably going to sound offensive to some people because a lot of people don't even like this food to begin with. Has anyone else here had pickled Brussels sprouts? Because I would say don't knock it until you try it. Alright? It's not like boiled Brussels sprouts that you then pickle. It's a different experience. And the layers of the Brussels sprout catch the pickling interestingly. I expect to get some heat for that one, though. Jose says, I'm going to Singapore on November. Maybe I can meet you. Is that back on, Jose? I feel like I hear something different each time. I might be going somewhere this year. I think the more likely destination is Japan. But if I'm going to Japan, I could definitely stop at Singapore for a time and then go over to Japan, because once I'm there, it's kind of like inexpensive to travel between. As long as I had enough time. Jose gonna visit Mutt, Mana, MZ, and Darth in one trip now? I love Sauce Wiki 2023. You know, fair enough. It caught me on that one. I don't take it back. Jose says no, but I love roasted Brussels sprouts. Yeah, that can be very good too. You put them in the oven, you put like a little bit of seasoning on there. Like sometimes all it takes is some salt and pepper, but you can put other stuff. I'm sure like garlic powder and stuff is nice on them. Unfortunately, I'm allergic to garlic. But yeah. Mark says Piccolo's going to be very offended by your racism. Nah, he's a musical instrument. Everybody's like, oh, they all have food names in Dragon Ball. Nah, it's a music instrument. Nobody has food names. Certainly not Mustard and Relish, who would obviously hide it a little bit more if their names were really food names. Just Jen says, no, I've had pickled turnips and radishes. They're good. Pickled radishes I have had. I have not had pickled turnips. Sounds intriguing, though. They make you gassy, but you love them. I mean, sometimes people like their own brand. I don't know if you're one of those, Jose. Sometimes gassiness doesn't matter if you're by yourself. Oh, they kind of like artichoke hearts. For sure they are. I almost compared them to that, and then I'm like, I'm not sure if anybody here's had artichoke either. Brussels sprouts, you'll have to test that one. Yeah, they're quite good. In fact, even though I'm saying it like it's super rare, a lot of grocery stores do sell pickled Brussels sprouts. Like if you go to a big Stop and Shop or something, and you're in the pickle section, there tends to actually be pickled Brussels sprouts hiding there. And like pickled green beans, which are okay. They're not as good in my opinion, though. Because they stay too green beany. They still have too much of that, like, crisp crunch, but not the kind of crisp crunch you'd want from a pickle. You haven't canceled Singapore? You really are sick? I mean, maybe, but you keep telling me lately, Jose, you're like, I don't know if it's actually going to happen this year, maybe next year, maybe this year I'll go visit some things around the country, and next year I'll go. And now you're like, it's in November. I'm pretty sure I didn't make that up. I'm pretty sure I have that on VOD, in fact. Mark says, catch the pickling sounds like a malfunctioning Skittles advertisement. Guys, this is just, like, I'm having a lot of fun with this as just, like, a talking stream. We have not done much Resident Evil. Thank you all for being here. This feels nice for my brain. Atreus says, Jose always says one thing, then the next day he's the complete opposite. It's not just you. Thank you. Thank you. Ricky's pretty sick. I am. I may be hallucinating that any of you are here, in fact. Like, I probably didn't even hit start streaming, everybody's like, where's Ricky? Wasn't he scheduled to stream today? And I'm just like on my bed right now, jabbering to myself. Like, this has all just been me validating. Like, Matreus validating me in chat is unlikely enough that this is probably all just a hallucination from the flu. Although I think I maybe earned it by saying positive things about Batman earlier. I don't know. Jen says, I'm planning a trip to Japan early next year. Ooh, depending on when I go, we might end up overlapping. I've been trying to save days off, but recently I've been sick a couple of times. I've had to take some. I do have about a week of days off saved right now, but if I wanted to travel, I'd want it to be at least 2 weeks. And then I'd probably need some days on either side of the travel itself because of like jet lag and preparation time. So it's hard to accumulate it, but later this year I might have enough. So I'm holding on to it. We'll see. Darth says, heck yeah, I'll fly down for a couple of days. That'd be fun. I know you're talking about seeing Jose, and I am agreeing. That would be fun. I want to say Jose as well. Atreus says, sorry, Ricky. I know someone who has the last name Raspberry. Why are you sorry about it? What did I say? That one hasn't struck me yet. Maybe it's the brain lag. Did you say allergic to garlic? I know, Artemis, it's so sad. And I must be really behind in the chat here too. It's so sad, and the saddest part about it is, and you know what? We're talking so much. I'm gonna go here. So we're closer. The saddest part about it is that it's a developed allergy. It's not one that I've had my whole life. So I knew the heaven that was covering my pizza in garlic. I knew the deliciousness of my favorite noodle dish, the garlic noodles. I knew the delicious, tempting scent of garlic bread in the oven, and then that first bite, and you're like, oh, this is the stuff I've been craving. I know what I've missed out on now. Because I can't even be in the same room as people who are chopping garlic or cooking garlic or anything now, because even the airborne particles bug me. I've had my tea. I need to remember to keep hydrating. He's a vampire, please understand. I've said it many times before, okay? Just because I might have vitiligo, so I can't tan. I crisp up in the sun really quick, and I'm not really supposed to be out in it. I'm just really supernaturally pale. I prefer to be nocturnal. I drink blood. I'm allergic to garlic. You can kill me by jamming a stake through my heart. Doesn't mean that I am a vampire. It's just coincidence. Jose says, not on the flight for Singapore, but the one for Canada is canceled since the time issue. I really don't think that I'm sick enough to have made that up, but I can't make up my mind about that while actually sick, so I'm gonna have to not accuse you of gaslighting me until I have a chance to look back at our conversations, Jose, but I'm pretty sure. I feel gaslit. Mark says, I can't believe you didn't mention the deadliest DBZ villain for you, Garlic Jr. Oh man. Sag. I was playing a game. I thought I was. I don't know. I probably made this whole thing up too. Games in this economy? That's what E3 said. Oh, pretty much. True. Tripwire says, Ricky, if you can read this, it's time to wake up. Everybody's, okay, what is it? Like, I'm in a coma in a hospital. It's like, not only were you not streaming, but you never started streaming. It's still 2020. You know that inspiration and those steps you took to become less camera shy and to get into the entertainment medium you wanted, and in fact the promotions and new jobs you picked up? No. It's 2020. You just bought your house and you've been in a coma, so your mortgage isn't paid. Sorry. Also, you have COVID. Minimum of 2 weeks in Japan for you. Yeah, I spent 2 weeks in Korea, and I had a little bit of wiggle room on either side. And that was really nice. I didn't have as much time as I'd like, but 2 weeks was enough that I felt really satisfied, and like the trip really benefited me. So that's a good amount of time. More is obviously better, but you can't get, you know, when you got a professional life or you're a responsible adult, it's hard to push it too far past that. At least 2 is like somewhat realistic. You said people weren't named after foods? I mean, truly, Dragon Ball has no food named characters. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Stopped evolving, evolve back. I'm not gonna evolve tonight. Wait, somebody toggled my hood off? Is that what happened? Nice. That never happens. Allergic to holy water? No big deal. No. Pale white, sassy. Listen. I'm just getting around to the vampire thing. Oh, there's my hood again. Vampires being allergic to garlic is pure vampire propaganda. They want you to eat and cover yourself in garlic. You're just seasoning yourself. Wake up, people. Well, if that's the case, I guess I'm fairly safe. Sleeps upside down? No. You can't prove that. Have you been taking pictures of me sleeping? Don't answer that question. Only 1 week into mortgage. Also, you haven't met any of us yet. Ah, crud. I made up Matreus. Are you even real Darth Vader? I'm not sure. You know, I probably just accidentally misspoke Darth Vader in my mumblings. And I'm like, no, Darth Vader isn't a person. Oh, no, wait, he is. He's a frequent viewer on my Twitch chat. And he's subscribed to me since founder status for 33 months. None of us are real. This whole stream is just me being gaslit at this point. Mark, your brother is waiting for you to wake up. Uh-huh. Alright, I'm catching up. There's the toggle hood that came back. Matreya says, no, you took the hood off. I put it back on, then you put it back off. Oh, okay, I see. Well, then I took it off again. There you go. Enjoy your points lost. Hooroo. Sleeps upside down. Stop insinuating I sleep upside down. Azrael Dude says, oh, you really want me to answer that question, you silly cat boy? I'll do it. I'll do it, Azrael Dude. I almost said I'll do it, Matreus. We're gonna start mixing up people's names, and then Matreus is gonna be the one that has to be accidentally banned for a month. Be careful. I'm about to go out of state again. Just like what happened last time when Azrael Dude was accidentally banned. That I didn't know, because I was out of state. What part of your subconscious came up with a turtle named Dick? You have issues, my friend. I mean, turtles do retract and extend their heads. I mean, there's some logic behind it. So turtle named like that? Of course, Jose. Accidentally banned, more like deserve it. Betrayal dance. Oh, Darth!
Just subscribed. One of the biggest indicators that this is all a dream is thinking you played Among Us with the Mountain You.
I did play Among Us with the Mountain. Anybody new in here don't know that story? I played Among Us with the Mountain from Game of Thrones during these years that totally happened. Alright? And I killed him. But we also had a time where we were both the sussy one. Brain lag is coming up. Imposter. It's like a good, fairly consistent lag. The word always comes to me, but it takes time. We're both imposters together also, and we won. Totally. It happened. Also, I said that you subscribed for 33 months a second ago, and then you subscribed for 33 months. Another indicator that this is totally real. And all this uwu cat nonsense. Alright, we good? This has been absolutely ridiculous. Alright. Thank you. I needed this. It's given me a little bit more awakeness. Honestly, I gotta say, like, my flu-addled brain is too good at fighting in Resident Evil. So all these new enemies haven't been a problem for me yet. So I needed you guys to wake me up because they wouldn't. You gonna transform, buddy? Sounds like there's somebody over here too. Hey, my 3D audio works. Where'd Jewel come from? Jeez. Oh, that doesn't look good. You guys both okay? You probably oughtn't drop that at your feet. You really? Okay. I was gonna say, you're not getting up, are you? See, I'm a Resident Evil pro when I'm sick. I wasn't able to even fight these guys when I wasn't sick. Ahiba eso. I hear there's another one over there. Are you gonna drop down from above? Anybody get money for me? There we go. Oh, there he is. Nice. Nice throw. All I was trying to do was thank you guys for waking me up a little bit. And give me some laughs after a hard work day. Because it's been tough lately. Yesterday was tough. Today was tough. I'm guessing tomorrow is going to be tough. Whoa, that's close. Are you taken care of over there? Oh god, he transformed. All right. Handled. See, this is way better than I've been previously. And can't say that it's been practice because I haven't streamed this for a while. Is this above gunk or no? It does look like this is kind of above gunk. Is that gonna get dirty if I shoot it here? What does this do? Did it burn it away? Let's try. Looks fine. That's yellow, which indicates I can interact with it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Alright, there we go. Thank you. Some more shots than I would have wanted to use on that. I guess I should have aimed for his hand. Thanos snap. Ezra Dude says, have you shoot any of those guys in the ankle and get behind them, press the action button? I have not, actually. I haven't had a great opportunity. But maybe I'll try and do that for you while I'm actually popping off. Do we have any other treasures in here? Oh, that's the one I just knocked down. Okay, fair enough. I don't know if there's anybody else waiting for me right here, but they always seem to come out of the woodwork, so I'll guess there is. Alright, so let's go over here first. Is that it? Okay. It covers the little side path. Anything over here? Place to drop down. Puzzle time? Oh, I see. Interesting. Alright, so I was gonna run back here and look at the circle that I had seen. Does this have any good indicator on it? Is that an eye? 2 eyes? Let me see if that looks like it matches up to this at all. Is that a thing? Oh no, the 2 eyes thing is like one symbol. Okay, cool. So this must be locational around where this puzzle is, perhaps? Like what is this that I'm looking at? It's like a really scuffed Batman symbol. Azrael and Haru are the most hardcore Resident Evil fans here. Both you and Azrael have bitten off my finger by sending one word out of place. Jose hasn't. Yeah, there's a difference between hardcore and knowledgeable, right? I've had the same conversation with Jose, and I didn't even always think about it this way, but at the risk of accidentally stating Jose's point wrong while I'm fever-addled here, Jose has said that about Monster Hunter. Jose's clearly got thousands and thousands of hours in Monster Hunter and probably plans on putting thousands of more in, and he always buys the game and he loves Monster Hunter and he knows all the monsters and things like that, but has told me before that he doesn't consider himself a Monster Hunter expert, or perhaps a better way to say it is like really hardcore Monster Hunter player. That doesn't mean doesn't mean he hasn't played the game like crazy. He's like a veteran. I suppose that's like difference in how you approach it. Alright, so we unlocked our shortcut here. I don't know if what I said made any sense. This is the Matreus plus Ricky validation party. Heck yeah. Alright. This is the thing that I'm worried about with fever-addled brain. Once we get to a thinky puzzle like this, I'm looking for indications around the area for sure. I mean, there's clearly some of them here. But I don't know. I'm not seeing enough to make me feel good about this. How many of these can I turn? I can turn all of them? Oh, it's pressing them. Alright, well, I mean, I guess if that's the case, it's one I could probably figure out. Is this one of those ones that if you press it in the incorrect order, it pops up again? Like, if I press this, I press that, and then this. Okay. There was one of these in 2, I think. So that's doable. This one. This one? Forgetting which ones I've tried. Uh-oh. I thought I tried them all now. Okay, maybe that's not the right start. Maybe it is a little bit more complicated. Alright. Start with top. then this one, then this one. That's not what I intended to do. Starts brute forcing. I mean, now that I've realized you can start with different ones and it still allows you to push several down, I'm not sure my brute force method will actually work. I thought it was going to be like that little thing for unlocking the safe in Resident Evil 2. Because we did play a little bit of that on the stream. Okay, so these. All of these symbols are not very clearly drawn. This is the one that's like down to my right now. This is the one I saw back in that little hallway. Is the top one these? Let me see. It looks like a butt plug and a wedding ring. Good combination. So that's like this at the bottom. Or perhaps this, but they're in more of this orientation, so this one. Now what if I do that, and then this? Those are the only three I've seen, and this seems to reset. Okay, so that's the same order. I shouldn't have done that way. It seems to reset after 3. So let me try variants of this one. Alright, so let's start on this, and then do this, and then this. Okay. So I think I'm right about what symbol that is. I think I'm right about what symbol this one is. I see. Yeah, that's pretty clearly that other one. And this is round with 2 eyes, correct? Yeah. Do we have any other symbols around that I missed? This is the part that, you know, maybe the fighting is fine when fever-ridden. Flu-addled, as I keep saying. I don't know if the thinky works fine this way. This is just some tactic the doctors are trying to use to get me to wake up out of my coma. I'm not seeing any other yellows, though. And that was like the first one that stood out to me. Did I just miss like the one combination of those 3 that's correct, or what? I'm gonna guess that there's some other piece of evidence here that I've missed. Is there any kind of indication as to an order here? Not really. This thing has kind of a strange orientation. That's not quite what the other one was. The orientation of the eyes. Actually, is it up and down? Let me see. So it's top right, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. Okay, no, it's the same. Maybe this is the one that's down on the side? Let me try that. It is poorly drawn. It looks a little bit more squished. Alright, so it was just that one down there was poorly drawn. Okay, fine. Sure. I was close. I guess ultimately I did figure it out. It just took me a little longer than I would have liked. Apostate's head. Ew. It was filled with gush. But only in that, like, one spot. Alright, so that's what I'm putting on the hands? Oh god, there's somebody for me to shoot in the ankle. Yeah. Get down, get down. You didn't get down, get down. Fire! Azrael dude, what did you do to me? Drop it. Drop. I tried. I tried it for you. I think it was a valiant effort. I gotta say, I took very little damage for having gotten set on fire. I haven't healed. My health, my health is nearly full. Okay, so we're good here. I guess I'll take the long way out just because we haven't gone down that path, really. And we're headed up here next. Whee! Are there barrels for me to strike? Oh, we have been this far. We just haven't been down this way. Ooh, barrels. Yay, money. We're back up to 12,000 already. I guess, like, really, if we didn't spend on anything else, we would have been able to get that rocket launcher. Hold up. Is this something I need to care about over here on the left? No, it's just... it's not a place to get off. And if I can't get off there, I don't care about it. Let's hit the other barrels here. Done and done. And done. Now it's been a long time since we saved. Now I'm thinking about saving. Is it worth the trip, though? Yeah, I suppose. All we really need to do is get off on the side here. And we can save. And I suppose we could sell our treasure if we have any. Let's see. Could sell Velvet Blues. Don't think they inlay in anything. The phrase "get off" has been said so many times in 5 minutes. I mean, I heard it, but you guys weren't saying anything about it, so I'm like, alright. Maybe it's acceptable. Why are you getting on me about me saying getting off?
Welcome. What can I interest you in?
You can interest me in your money.
It's all rubbish, thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I should do more of the target practice stuff. By the way, I can actually see the 7TV emotes now. I assumed as much. All I needed to do was restart OBS, and of course I wasn't going to do that in the middle of a stream. But now that we're on a new one, I can see them. So I can actually see the emote you used, Haruru. Yay. Now, these fish sure do like to leap a lot here. Is that normal? I've never actually been fishing. I don't feel like they leap out of the water as often as they do in this game. Make such noisy splash sounds. I mean, not like in this kind of lake. Anyway. Obviously some fish are a little bit more jumpy. Let's go stop by the chickens for a second. Anybody lay another golden egg over here? Your old disappointments. I'll tell Spyro where to find you. Ooh, we're going into Dark Souls 2. That's kind of cool. Find target practice weirdly fun to watch. Maybe I'll do one before I end. We'll see. We'll see where life takes me. What time is it actually right now? I've actually almost gone 3 hours, huh? I'm proud of myself. And also I'm very grateful for you guys. I didn't think I would make it this far with the state that I'm in today, but the nature of our conversations and the participating in the conversations has definitely allowed me to go longer. I'm triggered by symbols. All right. We got three snakes. 3 snecko boys. Standing vertically. Yeah, there's another one of those symbol majiggers. Speaking of DS2, I'm not liking that PS4 version. No? I saw you playing it the other day and I almost instinctually clicked in. And then I realized it was like super late at night and I should have been sleeping. So I went to sleep and then I got back up and you weren't on anymore and I was having insomnia and I just worked instead. And I worked 12 hours and now here I am dying because of that. And that's my story. Alright, so is there anything besides the 3 Snako boys? Come on, I need one more. Give me some symbols. I'm not seeing yellow. Hello. Right, let's get another perspective from the boat. Oh wait. Single snake. That's like a fancy bow, I'll call it. It's Slightly's bow. We gotta do a collaboration with Slightly. Slightly's said so before. We're like, oh yeah, we could do Rock and Stone. Deep Rock Galactic. We could do Destiny. There's another one. There it is. Gotta actually get around to playing this Slightly. I think that would be fun. But gotta be of proper mind to do that, not when I'm sick. The changes they put on that are too trolly. Oh wait, they actually made it even more trolly. Wow. He was on for about an hour, got irritated, played another game, got more irritated than Drew for the next 3 or 4 hours and was enjoying that far more. I feel you. Two cats playing? I don't know what you're talking about, Azrael, dude. I can only think of one cat, Slightly. Okay, so there's no symbol that is just this one thing here. Is this like perspective based? Is there another one over here? Nope. Because this is only going to be part of one. I guess it has like the opening on this side, and it was probably destroyed. The other parts might be down there somewhere, but it's got the opening here. So let me take a look. Honestly, that doesn't appear too helpful. I guess it would be this guy, probably. Alright. And everything's on its side. So we have this, and maybe that? There we go. Cool, cool, cool. First try. Okay, fake Catboy. I don't know if you say fake Catboy to more agree with me or hurtful. It's confusing because I say I'm not a Catboy, so saying fake Catboy should be taking my side, right? I'd think. Oh, we got the last hexagon piece. It's the only thing I've ever wanted. How come... Oh, okay, this is marked now. My treasure map's not doing a great thing at marking treasure ahead of time. Oh, there's the rest of it. It was a perspective thing. Look at that. Dumb game. What do you think you are, Arkham Knight? Arkham City? Arkham Asylum? Made me remember that I have a yellow herb. Let's mix that with a red one. And drink a bowl up. And now I'm healthy all of a sudden. Did I actually come up here when I was down here? I did not notice that. Interesting. Oh, and here was technically the other part of this symbol. I don't need your extra parts of your symbol. All right, I'm good enough without them. Did you put the lime in the coconut? Yeah, I did. But I did not put the lime in the Coke, you nut. I remember Coca-Cola trying to use that song as advertisement for lime Coke, and they just used the song but changed the subtitles that they put on as being put the lime in the Coke, you nut. But they didn't bother to pay anybody else. Coca-Cola didn't bother to pay anybody else to actually sing it. They just used the normal song and just put different subtitles on. It's like, it's kind of lazy for a big corporation. Or perhaps just greedy, not lazy. Alright, what did I find? Hold up. We found the mural thing, so obviously I can progress, which is right here. But I know I found something a second ago that made me say to myself, I gotta go somewhere else first. And I'm trying to remember what it was. Let me see, was it a key item? It was this thing. Okay, cool. Hexagon. Which is over here, I think? No. It's not. Although it wouldn't hurt to go back there. Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know, I'm lost. Let's just go over there and check it out. Brain is starting to give up again. Rock says, wow, seriously? This is an ad campaign. Gets lamer and lamer the more you think about it? Yeah. Is this not the dock? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is definitely not the right spot. In fact, there's people alive over there. Let me come back to that. So where along this path was... Is it the boat? It's not the boathouse. Is it over here? I don't think so. How did I end up before... I don't know. Brain shutting down. That's how you feel about Charmin tissue. Are you trying to tell me that you're not invested in whether or not those bears get their butts wiped, Atreus? How could you say that? It's literally a commercial about bare butts. Alright, there we go. All the pieces are in place. It's time for the puzzle. I hate those bears constantly twerking at the camera. No one wants to see that. Oh, it turns 3 at once. I was like, how does this puzzle make sense? Now I know. And knowing is about maybe a quarter, 15% of the battle. Okay, so I need this to get turned that way. I need this to get turned that way. Done. I bet you're all surprised. Depraved idol. I solved it faster than a lot of people. Heck yeah, I can do that kind of puzzle. An eerie statue made of pure gold for selling only. Okay. That seems like a lot of effort to go through for just 15,000. But maybe I'm getting, I don't know, maybe I'm getting entitled at this point. Maybe 15,000 is actually a pretty good payout. But since I was only slowly adding pieces to that from all over the game. Even tired? Heck yeah. It's because my brain is burning everything it can to function. Because it's trying to give up, but I need to exist properly, so. It's like, remember to breathe.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Yeah, I don't doubt it, alright? We got a lot of rubies. We gotta sell some of these soon. We got 21,000 worth in rubies. I'll hold on them for a little longer just because they don't take up inventory slots for me. We gotta consider putting some things in the butterfly lamp. So he does say the line bet's very rare. You heard it earlier. Yeah, I heard it one time.
A deal well struck. Don't get yourself killed now.
It doesn't forgive it for me. Especially because I went back and listened to the PlayStation 1 version. And it was said way better. So not only did they make it more rare, but it's not voice acted as well. No hate though, no hate. No hate. A little bit of hate.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason.
Maybe it was PS2. I didn't turn on a console, I looked it up. Push. I just looked up a short video that had that guy in it because I'm like, what does he actually sound like saying this? Because this is back when I was told that they removed it from the game. I'm glad it's still in it. But I still think they did this guy dirty. Okay, so technically this is where I'm supposed to go. The treasure hoarder in me really feels like we need to go here. And so that's probably what I'm gonna do. I warned everybody when I first started this game. I'm gonna be thorough. I'm gonna be trying to get all the treasure. Hi, Jose! Let me know if you want to join VC. I'm probably not going too much longer. I'm not in the VC right now, but if you felt like joining, I'd go in there. I'm just gonna do a little bit more treasure hunting here. There are enemies. You'll pass this time? Yeah, no worries. The option is always there. Or usually there, anyway, I suppose. Treasure, yeah. I did the same thing in 8. We had a couple of streams of 8 where it's just like, alright, we played the game for a while, now let's spend 2 hours running around and... You look a little different. Are you good? You good? Are you good? Sir? Are you good? Are you good, sir? Sir, can you answer me, please? Are you good? What a rude... That doesn't sound good. You're not good. Oh, I don't want to be this close to you! Leon, run! You gotta learn to move, man. Melee! Annie, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Annie? You okay? Annie, you okay? You okay? You okay? Annie? Hello? Annie. It's really rude not to answer people, Annie. See if I check if you're okay next time. Annie. Alright, we can open this. Game's not called Resident Good. True. Pearl bangle. I'll take it. This is the treasure where, like, the guy was tied up in chapter 2. Did you guys reset up any traps here? Oh, I don't have a key. Dang, I can't get this one. Well, maybe if I'm really lucky, the location where that guy was tied up has a key. What was his name? Luis Serra or something? Let me see. Do I have like files? Village. Luis Serra, yeah, okay. Can't believe I remembered that. Is it called Resident Evil because Leon is just a temporary resident visiting another country and slaughtering all its citizens? And he did trespass the first house? True. On private property even. I did kind of roll my eyes at that a little, because he like opens the door and goes inside. He's just like, anybody home? And it's like, you don't even know that there's bad people living here yet. All you saw was that there was a bunch of carcasses of animals mutilated outside, and traps everywhere, and guns. And you're like, I think that I'm gonna break and enter and then yell. Because this seems like a safe house to do that in, even if everybody here is fairly sane. Good old Leon. Navarro. Oh, I see. I didn't get his full name. Fair enough. I must not be that far into this game, which is actually really exciting for me. Because I'm enjoying the heck out of this. I didn't know how long this game is. I heard some people say it was short. I don't know if they lied to me. But I'm just thinking about the fact that some of the places around the map that I know that I can explore require me to have a partner or something that we can like boost each other up. So I gotta go through at least some time period of having a partner. What am I hearing? This is random background sounds? There's like clicks and... Yeah, I guess this... Oh, maybe there's like chains. I'm like, is there a collectible around here? Guess not. Alright, old man's journal.
3 years ago, my beloved daughter passed away shortly after giving birth to a son. Since then, the boy has grown considerably. He's a very curious child and has a true thirst for knowledge. He even tries to follow after me when I go out hunting. I can't take my eyes off him for a second. Whenever we walk in the forest, he always asks me to tell stories. He's very fond of Don Quixote.
I know it's Quixote, okay? Oh, hold on, I got model lag. Here, let me fix it. Alright, should be better.
Although he's still small, the boy's smart and observant beyond his years. If he weren't stuck here, he might have become a scholar. I was a careless fool. I could have sworn I shot clean through the wolf's head, and yet it lunged at me. I was able to make it back to the cabin, but my wound is swollen and discolored. I cannot bear seeing the boy's worried eyes. The Sean Connorification has begun. My body moves on its own, and I can hear voices inside my head. Am I going mad? I can die now and leave the boy behind. Dear God, please protect him.
You sound like you came out of Team 4-star. I guess that's a compliment. Let me see here. Reminds you of a Simpsons scene. Who the fuck is telling you all this misinformation? I don't know. I'm trying to remember who. Like, somebody during my first stream, I think, told me it was a short game. Maybe they were trolling. Jose says, makes me feel like I'm playing a 3D Metroidvania, which is pretty awesome, and you enjoy it a lot. I hope you're enjoying me enjoying it too, Jose. I know that one thing that I seek out, personally, I seek out blind playthroughs of people who are playing games that I've always really deeply enjoyed, and that I really wish I could go back to having not experienced. Like, I really wish I could experience it for the first time again, but since I can't, I love to see people experiencing it who are late to the game, and hopefully I can provide a little bit of that kind of entertainment for some people with Resident Evil 4, because this is all magically brand new to me, and I'm I'm quite taken by it. Ezreal Dude says, you've been ranting about things you don't even saw yet, and you don't even see it, and still all have proven by your own eyes. And you sure this people's trust? I don't know what I'm ranting about that I haven't seen, Ezreal Dude. You've lost me. All I said was somebody told me the game was short. Unless you're talking about me saying that there's a companion section. And the only reason I'm assuming there's a companion section is because there's a bunch of spots that it like shows an icon of somebody lifting another person up. So I'm assuming I need somebody there to lift me up. It's either that or I'm misreading that symbol. Epic Boy, hello, hello. How's it going? How you doing? Thank you, Haruru, for putting the hood back on. See, Azrael, hardcore RE4 fan. I'm glad there's some big Resident Evil 4 fans in here, because once again, I'm experiencing this for the first time. And as somebody like Dark Souls, for example, Dark Souls games, Dark Souls is huge for me. I love to go find people who are like, I've never played any of the Souls stuff before, and watch them. Like, being with Jose while he was playing Demon Souls for the first time was a magical experience for me. And I hope I'm providing a little bit of satisfaction for people who enjoy these games. Door with insignia. Is that one that I can get through? Let me see. Oh, I think so. Right? Yeah. Cool. Just like Miss Panda, currently stuck in Sen's Fortress. Oh, yeah? I caught a little bit of our Dark Souls one before. Sen's Fortress? Sen's Fortress will get you. Have I been here before? No, I haven't. Okay. Oh, we have a side quest. You know what concerns me? I haven't been seeing a lot of those toy soldiers. I feel like I should have been able to find more of them by now. Hopefully it wasn't the fact that I had my 3D audio off and I just missed a bunch. is bad being a hardcore fan? Heck no. Oh, I said the same thing as Matreus. We're on too much of the same page. I love hardcore fans about things. I'm like super empathetic. So when somebody's really passionate about something, it makes me enjoy it so much more. Catch me a big fish. Could someone catch the gigantic fish that lives in the lake for me? Fish oil has many uses after all. The photo should help you find it. Okay. Sell a lunker bass. Oh, so I can actually pick up the fish that I shoot, I guess, now that I have the boat. That makes sense. We even talked a bit about Demon Souls today. We did. Says a double-edged sword being so passionate about something, Azrael. I guess some people don't like it. I don't know. Somebody could come in and talk to me about something I really have like no interest in, but if they're super passionate and excited about it, it like gets me excited. That's why I can... Hello? That's why I can watch the same like series of shows or the same movies over and over again, as long as I'm watching with somebody who didn't previously see it and then they're getting into it. I'm like, this is awesome. Even if it wasn't one of my favorite shows, I can do it. All right, hi sir. You okay? Annie, are you okay? Is it a ma'am?
What's going on here?
I guess I probably shouldn't wake her. She looks like she's having a good sleep. I'm worried that she's gonna wake up and transform behind me. Where are we? Forest altar? Am I making a big mistake here? I'm suddenly feeling like I shouldn't be here. Listen, I was just trying to get some treasure. I haven't saved in a while. It's not a bad thing, but the passion can translate into some unfortunate events, such as accidental spoilers. Oh, I do hate that. Luckily, none of you guys have done this, so you're all safe. But I've seen so many times where somebody comes into a streamer's stream because of the game that is currently being played, just because they really, really like the game. But as soon as they come in, they'll say things like, oh, have you been to this part yet? Or have you seen the part that this happens in? Or even if they don't do that, they'll be like, just wait until they see this thing. And it like gives away huge things, or at least like severely reduces what would be the surprise to see some things, because the person is so excited about it happening that they come in and make all these references to it before it happens. It's like, well, I guess I'm keeping my eyes out for that now. Accidental spoiler or ruining gameplay for someone. Sorry, Wiki. Did you do that, Jose? I can't think of an instance of you doing that, but I forgive you if you did. Monster Hunter World? Okay, to be fair, I think that when we first started playing Monster Hunter World, we maybe didn't predict that we would be playing over 100 hours of it and doing it every single week, and because that was a while ago. I don't know if we thought it would go as far as it did, so I think we tried to go ahead a little bit at first to see some of the cool monsters, and then we just ended up playing it all. And you know what, Jose? If you hadn't like carried me a little bit more quickly through, we might not be considering restarting it now and playing it again together. And by playing it again together now, we might get a whole new, like, fantastic experience out of it. So I think it's a good thing, ultimately. Have you seen the part where Darth Vader dies? And I thought you said Darth Vader dies. I inserted dies in there. Have you seen the part where Darth Vader reveals he's Luke's dad yet? Nope. Is that in one of the new ones? I saw the one where he talked about the sled. Rosebud? Yeah, see, I hear this because of the 3D audio. I bet I've been missing these guys everywhere. That's unfortunate. I bet I've been missing them everywhere just because I had bad audio settings. Jose, I finally got the 3D audio to work. Ooh, we got a small key. Okay, where was the locked thing? It's like, yeah, it was right there. Okay, cool. I still don't feel good about this. This is very ominous. I'm gonna inspect this person. I feel like I got like a mini boss here. Hello? Are we good? What's going on? You're fine? Okay, definitely dressed like an outsider. Am I really just allowed to be here? Is there just like this altar and I'm fine? Really? Okay. That's cool. Bye-bye. I'll take it. You stay down. It's funny that I can't shoot at this person. They do that thing where they prevent me here. You know you've been here from the start. Well, I know, but you kept putting the lurk there, and sometimes, like, when I put the lurk, I'm still here, but I have to, like, clean up, or I have to get some water or something. I'm not here for all of it. I don't know if you legitimately listen to every second, because there's also other streamers, too, so I try not to assume. I don't expect anybody to be here for every second of it, so I provide context. Same, you were talking to your parents, but still listening. Ah, gotcha. There are bad noises coming from out there now. Something has got to happen here. That's some pretty bad noises out here now, though. I wonder if it's more of the dogs. Hi. Super dog. Oh good, there's several of them. Hello. Oh, the dogs don't fight you, huh? That's nice. Are you gonna transform? Or are you good? You cool? You all cool? Hold on a second, sir. Back off. Darn locals. Alright, we good? I'm actually starting to run a little low on ammo now. Doggy.
Give me a break already.
Still at least one out there. You down? Good. All right. Some handgun ammo. That's nice. I needed it. All right. Let me see. Let me see what you guys have been saying. Sorry, that was a lot all at once. Let's see. That big boy says, I was playing with some lovely randos earlier in the Guiding Lands. It was such a lovely time, honestly. Actually good randos? I don't know the randos of the Monster Hunter community well. Spoilers for Star Wars. There are stars and there are wars, Jose. I'm sorry. You have a Founder's Badge. We've played many times together. You are a mod. I still need to ban you for that. I'm sorry. Matreya says, I definitely give priority to certain streamers depending on how I feel that day. Yeah. I do too. I feel that's pretty natural. I'm never gonna hold anybody like at fault for not being here or hold anything against them. The only time I'd hold somebody, like the only time I'd hold it against somebody for not showing up is if I had a collaboration planned with them. Because then it's not respecting my time. And only then, I mean, even in that case, I'd only hold it against them if I didn't hear that like some really good reason happened, because there's reasons for that too. You gave away the spoiler of spoilers, yeah, for sure. Vine boom. Boom. Do we need that sound effect added to this channel? I've been adding sound effects. I got room for more. I can put the vine boom. Finally freedom. You thought. I gotta keep that little bit of hope there. That's what keeps them fighting. Your pun factory. Alright. Are we good? The movie whoosh next. I'm down. I've got a whole suggestions channel on my Discord. Exclamation point Discord if you haven't joined. We have stuff going on there. It's not like super active, but there's multiple messages a day. There's a suggestions channel. It's growing. It has all my information, all the weekly schedules and everything, all on Discord. It's a better alternative to exclamation point Twitter, which you could also join if you wanted, if you're into the Bird app. That's the other place you could go to get all of my news. But on Discord, we have a suggestions, ideas and suggestions channel, I think is what it's called. And a lot of people have been putting things there, and I've been saying, hey, done. So if there's something you want, now's the time. I'm in a flexible state of streaming. Jose says, Epic, they recently fired me from the calendar factory. I don't understand why, though. All I did was take a day off. Jose, this is a pattern with you. You know, this man here is the reason why we have leap years. It used to be consistent. Yeah, we got the bonfire emote now. Oh, the way shrine over there. Ooh, we could go back. We could go back. I still can't get this treasure because there's a gap in the wall and I need a Fran. But... okay. Yeah, let's go back. Especially because there might be exciting enemies along the path. Or horrifying enemies. Like, I gotta say, my heart started beating pretty bad when the dogs came into it. I don't know what it is about them. I think I've got like a slight, definitely not phobia, but I think I've got a slight fear of dogs in real life, especially like big or aggressive dogs, which sounds like it's just obvious and most people would, but I have never owned a dog as a pet myself, so I'm cautious. I have had dogs be aggressive toward me, so I'm cautious. I'm essentially a cat at heart, so I'm cautious. You don't leap to many conclusions, but this is irrefutable evidence. Yep. Too bad the 16-year-olds like 67 because they were born February 29th. Oh, yeah. They look like they're 67. Catboy confirmed. No! Wiki admitted it. I said cat at heart. Let me put down this hood. Hood gone. You all heard it. Nobody heard anything. Cat buoy. Tick tick. Tsh, tsh. It's natural to be cautious. God dang, the hood's back and I got bonked. Come on, Jose. Nya. Alright, so we have to go back through the sewers here, Nya, which isn't great news because first time I did it, I thought I was lucky that nothing jumped out at me. Nya. So now, I have to go through it a second time later in the game, and it makes me nervous. Nya. Let's just do it. Yeah. You got points to burn. Nya, nya, nya. Fair. Although the big prizes might be coming in at some point. Nya. I can't even get back through this way. Nya. Where is the proper way to get through? Yeah. Maybe I can't actually go back there right now. Yeah. Whoa, Arkham Asylum flashbacks. Watch out for Killer Croc. Yeah. You're close to 350k. You're sure you'll survive with using 2k. Yeah. I know, I'm just trying to put in a little bit of incentive to stop all the nyas. Nya. I hear something. Nya. Hold on. Is it in through here? Nya. My audio is working. Nya. Yeah, I definitely didn't get this sound last time I passed through here. So I've probably missed a lot of these. Yeah. It's a good dodge. Yeah. That's your minute. Also, hood gone. Let my hair flow. My head wants to breathe. You guys want to make me go bald even faster? Just have a hood on at all times. You know, hoods are the #1 cause of baldness. Don't look it up. How do I feel right now? I feel like the weight of the world is on my hair. Why does Wiki look constipated? My heart is constipated with all the betrayal that you've all foisted upon me today. Shit happens, Jose. It does. It's when it doesn't that you get constipated. You're making me feel flushed. Can you stop it with these crappy jokes? So you can read me now? Very weird. What, did I miss something you said, Azrael, dude? I've been reading you all night. What, I miss one thing? I'm only as good as the last thing I did, huh? The cat boy emotions? Alright. Big Boy says, but it will be the fuzziest and most fluffiest of hair of them all. With a big bald spot in the center. Or shit out of puns. Uh-huh. You're back and full of soup. Speaking of cats. Not that you're a cat, Jen, but I'm just thinking of full of soup memes, alright? Man, we have done well today. I don't know if I've had to heal. I got like set on fire earlier and my health is still mostly full. I've been fighting well. You have cats? Nice. I mean, I knew that because you had a cat on you earlier, but I'm always gonna say nice to that. So, I am definitely feeling that I'm starting to die now. And I didn't think I would make 3 hours. We're at 3.5. But I think I need to start wrapping up because I am very sick. And I have been overworking myself, and I still need to make it through Friday. Hey, Gummy! So I think I might have to call it on the game. And maybe I'll stick around on the talking chat for a few more minutes here. We'll go here. The flu is taking Wiki from us. I'm starting to feel it. My chest hurts, my head hurts. The pain medication I took earlier is starting to wear off. The 12 hours that I worked with the flu yesterday is catching up to me. The additional 9 that I worked today with the flu. The lack of sleep. It's all catching up. But you guys have helped me have an absolutely fantastic time tonight, and thank you. I think this was some of the nicest... some of them were weird, but this was a very nice collection of conversations tonight. I enjoyed talking about cheese. I enjoyed talking about Marvel. I enjoyed talking about Batman and what Batman truly is and respecting Batman. I've enjoyed all of it. Maybe there was more like random talk. You know what? This was just a good stream because we got a lot of our Resident Evil treasure hunting done today. And we had so many topics to discuss while we did it. That's actually the stream to have all these topics on is is the treasure hunting stream. So it worked out. Gummy speedran Wiki's stream. Gummy says I haven't speedran normal games, let alone random new ones. Gummy, let me know. Let me know when you're settled in. We gotta play some Spelunky 2. I also have a Switch now. It's not set up yet, and I don't own Splatoon 3. But those two things are both plans of mine. So, Splatoon 3 eventually as well. Obviously, I'll be brand new to the game, but get a good rest, Wiki. I'll try. I need to eat something to keep my body able to fend things off, because I only really had a salad earlier. And I'll go to sleep. I will take care of myself, don't you guys worry. I wanted to make sure not to skip the stream. I honestly felt like I'd feel better if I streamed rather than skipping it just to lay down. And I might be pretty tired now, but I definitely think that I was right about that. This was a fantastic time. There's a little echo of myself in the background for a second there, sorry. And, let me see. Who do we want to pass it off to? We got a few options here. Atlas is on. I don't know if I've ever had the opportunity to raid Atlas. Have we raided Atlas Hokey before? I'm not sure we have. I'm gonna click Atlas. See what Atlas is up to. It says Super Mario World. I just want to like sit through the ad here and make sure it doesn't say be right back or ending stream, because I've had too much of a habit of raiding somebody when they've been gone or are leaving. So get some good foods and good rest. Thank you for all helping to take care of me today. I hope you enjoyed the crazy talks. I hope you enjoyed slightly less filtered Ricky, although I think it was pretty normal. Unless I'm really out of my gourd and not noticing what I'm saying, I think it was pretty normal. Splatoon 3, yeah. Nice glass of water or maybe hot chocolate. I wish I had some hot chocolate, but I don't think. Atlas doesn't sound familiar. Hey, Boomer! Welcome. I bet you've been here for a bit. Let me, yeah, we're gonna raid Atlas Hokey, because does indeed, they do seem to be playing actively right now. Yeah, we got the new 7 TV emotes in. Remember, here, before I raid, ! Discord. Join. We have fun. There's a suggestions channel, and I'm honestly taking most of them, and even the ones that are weirder, I put down on a list and consider it. And, an ad right at the end, or right at the beginning of the end epic. Did you get an ad? Thanks, Twitch, you ass. Been here a while. Good night. See you next time. Yeah, thank you, Boomer S. I had a feeling. And very much, I want to say I appreciate lurkers here so much. There was one person being all entitled on Twitter, and of course it circulates Twitter every time that happened, being all angry at people who come in and say that they're going to lurk and then don't say anything else. I'm like, what? You're mad at people showing up and lurking at your stream? Imagine. And then he was like, I think people only do that to advertise their own stream. I'm like, how does that even make sense? I'm so grateful for lurkers. So thank you guys. It set me off. You like to watch? I'll just let that sit, Boomer. It's fine. Exclamation point Twitter if you want to see me occasionally make wholesome tweets that are technically addressing something not wholesome without bringing attention to that person who said the not wholesome thing. You got banned from a server once for that reasoning? I hate that. We just looked this up the other day. Twitch has 8 million unique streamers on average per month that stream. All right? If you go into Twitch thinking that everybody who streams is competition, this is a friggin' scary sight. You're doomed. It's 8 million people a month. No, we should be friends here, all right? Lurkers are like, lurkers are the little bacteria in the background that take care of the body. Hey, that works. Matreya says, oh my god, that's right, I gotta check my character on Final Fantasy 14 after that server mess up. I hope it's fine. They ain't saying much, but they're still doing work. Yeah, for sure. Friendship. Streamer Ricky Eccentropy is pro lurker. Keep your kids safe. All right. With that, Haruru had to ruin it. With that, we're going to start the raid on Atlas Hoki. We are more bacteria than ourselves. Oh, see. Thank you for the lurk, Azrael, dude. All right, we're raiding Atlas. Here is the raid message. Here is the sub-raid message. Let's go spread the love. I'm definitely fading. My head hurts. My chest hurts. I'm going to go take care of myself. I'm going to try to heal up. The next time we should see each other should be Sunday on our normal schedule. Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday. We got a bonus day this week on Monday as well. But yeah, I should be back for Sunday. So we'll see a new schedule come up soon. Another one that I can flashbang Azrael dude with. And we'll definitely do that next week. So expect to see me Sunday, maybe for more Resident Evil, although the exact plans haven't been nailed in yet, so we'll find out. Bye-bye, everybody! Say hi to Atlas for me. I'll be there too, but I'm gonna have to go pretty quick because I'm feeling bad now. Spread love. Do I need butter? You only need legs, Epic. You only need legs. See ya, everybody! Bye! Bye.
Whoa, 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 whoa.